ain't stopping. Not after Midgar. Not after what we saw.
We came face to face with a man thought dead. The vaunted war hero, Sephiroth.
You killed my mom, my village, my home! I believed in you. No. Not you! Whoever the hell you are!
They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action.
Whatever happened, he's alive. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side. Those guys are looking for him too. They've got to be.
Hope they're okay.
Let's hope the boy can keep it together.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk. And a consummate professional.
Y'all got a lot to answer for. A lot of blood on your hands.
I suggest you look in the mirror. While you're still wanted fugitives, if you stay out of our way, we'll stay out of yours. Take care of Aerith for me.
Assholes.
We all know what's at stake here. The fate of the world. So if they get in our way, that's on them.
Right. Let's get back to tailing the guys in robes. They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Hello, this is Mr. Bacon Bits. Welcome back to FF7 Rebirth. We're just about to exit the Mithril Mine, so let's see what awaits us out the other end.
Hey, check it out.
Just them?
Guess so.
Oh my god.
He ain't coming back.
That city they're headed to, is that...
Junon. Shinra territory. Come on.
Yeah, they're heading over to that city with the giant cannon. Welcome to Junon and the area surrounding it. And yes, this means that there's another set of world intel here too. But we're not going to be doing most of it just yet.
Where did that bird even come from, you think?
There's a story about a great condor said to roost on an island's abandoned reactor, though there's no longer any way to reach the isle. Or at least, none that I'm aware of.
They just finally reclaiming what Shinra stole.
Well, even if we could get there, I'd rather not bother. Didn't seem very friendly.
Agreed. Let's focus on where we can go.
A condor roosting in an island with an abandoned reactor. It's just like Shinra to make a board game out of a hostile takeover to a reactor, isn't it? I'm talking about Fort Condor, of course. Anyway, look out towards the ocean once we reach the bottom of this path. See the building with that little windmill sticking out? We're heading in that direction. There's a Chocobo ranch on the way.
Well, look at that! Another Chocobo ranch! I wonder where the owner's hiding.
Here we are. Despite it being optional, I always recommend getting access to the region's Chocobo. It makes navigation faster and easier. There's a rest stop here. The vendor has a wind materia on discount, so might as well grab another. It also has some other new items available. There's Luck Up materia, which increases luck. That stat helps with increasing the chances of crit hits and successful steals and morphs. There's also an Elfadunk Bangle, which offers 26 defense and 12 magic defense with 2 slots linked, while the Wise Fox Bracelet is the same, but favored towards magic defense. We'll get an Elfadunk Bangle for discount later, but you can buy the Wise Fox Bracelet or more of the Elfadunk ones. Whatever you feel is worth spending money on. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rest here. Chadley is also here. You can see him next to that pin over there. Yeah, we'll talk to him later when I'm ready to tackle World Intel. Right now, we're talking to the guy with the quest here.
Who are you? Wait, you didn't come from the grasslands, did you?
Yeah, we did. You know Bill? He helped us cross the swamp and everything.
Do what? God damn it. I told that idiot to take his signs down. Swamplands are dangerous even on Chocobo. I'm Gabe, by the way, owner of the ranch here. And before you ask, my birds are not for rent. Ain't worth the risk. Used to run deliveries, but Shinra put the kibosh on all that. Still trying to keep it going best I can. Well, was trying till my carriage shit the bed. And since I don't have the parts to fix her, both she and my business are as good as dead. Even the Chocobos are feeling down about it all.
You know, I bet we could help you fix it.
Kind of you to offer, but nah.
It's just a matter of getting the right parts, isn't it?
Says the girl who ain't gotta fix it. But even if you were some kind of secret grease monkey, I wouldn't be able to pay you for your time. I'm flat broke. Curious about my birds? I've tried setting them free, but they just keep coming back. Force of habit. Well, nothing for it now. Serves me right thinking I could run a business. Should have known it'd all fall apart.
Hey, come on now. Don't be so hard on yourself. Please, Cloud. He needs help. If not for him, then at least for the Chocobos. Maybe I just want to feel like I did a good deed. But look at him, and his birds. Pretty, pretty, please. Sweet!
I wasn't really asking, but I gotta warn you, the parts I need are hard to come by. At least around here, they sure are.
So where can we get them?
From this craftsman at the top of the mountain. He'll have them. Can't go on foot, though. Only a certain Chocobo can make that climb. Bird by the name of Belle. Last I saw, she was over yonder. And she ain't a big fan of people.
All right, let's roll.
Aerith's insistence on helping is catching. But there is a reason we're going out of our way to do this, aside from getting access to a Chocobo, of course. Let's head west to find and capture Belle.
Sorry for roping you into this, even though he can't pay.
Not can't. Won't. Hate to break it to you, but pretty sure that guy's better off than he looks.
Wait, seriously? Are you saying I got duped? That he's just using me?
Afraid so.
Huh. That jerk. Whatever. I'm not doing it for him anyway. I'm doing it for the Chocobos.
Looks like Chocobo country.
Okay, another Chocobo sneaking mission. This time, we're using minecarts and levers to try to sneak past them undetected. They're dumber than I thought they were. They know these things are moving, but they don't suspect us somehow. Okay. Let's pull this lever now. It's bringing the next cart over. Make sure to grab some rocks here. Now that we can safely get behind this thing, throw a rock at the same lever we just pulled to get this thing moving. Alright. One last thing. Let's toss a rock over to the switch in the center here, and then quickly hide behind the cart. This group of chocobos cannot be distracted with rocks, so you're gonna have to do some maneuvering so they don't spot you. If only this thing moved a little faster. Then again, I guess if it did, it would be harder. They don't want to make this second mission too hard. Okay. Once you get right here at this corner, start moving to the other side of this cart. Just like that. To prevent getting spotted by that chocobo up on the right. And then once you pass this thing here, get over here. There we go. That chocobo's looking away, so we're good to go. This is the last thing for Belle. Just have to make sure that she's not looking, and then we can safely mount her. Yeah, get right behind her. And there we go! Chocobo intel done? We got access to Belle. Whenever we're in Junon, we can call her with the whistle just like Pico, and can use her to climb straight up sheer cliff faces. Well, only certain ones. They have to be smooth and painted, as you see on the example footage. Anyway, now that we have her, we need to head to the place that guy talked about. Head back through the ranch. See that painted wall over there? We're climbing that. Next, we take the wall on the right. Alright, let's follow this path. There's a life spring here if you want to do that real quick, but I'll be covering everything momentarily anyway. We just need to follow east to the Wainwright's hut. Or is it more southeast? It's probably more southeast, but you know what I mean.
Can I help you?
We're trying to fix Gabe's cart.
Oh, so you're looking for parts. Well, you'll have to come back tomorrow, or the day after. I'm too tired to help you right now.
Think a swift kick could get him up?
Wake him with magic, maybe?
Wake up!
Well, you're not serious, are you? Scared me half to death. You want to get my ass up? Then you bring me exactly what's on that list, got it?
Well?
I say we get his ass up.
Alright, we've got the materials we need to dig up. Basically a bunch of scrapped wood. This is a shoddily scrawled map, but it'll do. It looks like one of the dig spots is just north of where we found Belle, another by a shack of sorts northeast of that, and then another by what looks to be a rather large beam structure. Okay. Let's walk outside here. Ah, actually, I see the structure. It's black instead of red, but it looks very similar. Yeah, let's head over there first. Okay, we're gonna follow this path here. And I believe we go this way, yes. Yep, it's here. Gotta take care of the Fleetwings first, though. They are extremely fragile. You might not have a chance to assess unless you have First Strike or a Whistlewind Scarf.
Let's finish this. Best do it right.
Nothing on me!
There we go. Now let's sniff this thing up. Got a piece of driftwood, okay. Now let's head west from here to the next spot. It should be at a shack or small building. yeah, actually it's just right here. Lots of broken down and abandoned housing. Even looks a little burned, huh? There must have been some people living here a while ago. Maybe the Wainwright could tell us more about that. Okay. Now for the final one. It's south of here, close to the shore. Not the blue one, that's a random... Okay, there we go. The blue one is not a quest treasure. Okay. And got them all! We just need to head back to the Wainwright now, and thankfully there's a fast travel point there.
Special delivery.
Yep, let's give them to him. As you can see, we didn't actually need all of it to clear the quest, but you get the best results for all three. So yeah, all 3 pieces is required for perfect execution here.
Didn't you read the list? Everything I need's written right there. Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, name's Freddy. So what was it you needed again? Frankly, I'm not doing much of anything. Other than thinking about the war, that is. This used to be a shelter, you know? One of the few safe spots during the air raids. A lot of folks lost their lives. Good, decent folks. Can't bring back the dead, but least I can do is sit here and pay them my respects. Junon versus Shinra. Before your time. You didn't think all those buildings demolished themselves, did you? Anyway, I fought in the Republic Army. And let's just say it wasn't pretty. Got our asses handed to us. And what you see now is all that remains. Gabe and I, we go way back. Comrades in arms. You'd never know it now. But he used to ride front and center in the Chocobo cavalry. We scoured every inch of these mountains, hunting for Shinra units and attacking them when they least expected it. Had some close calls, too. Don't know how we survived. We fought tooth and nail for ourselves and the Republic, but wasn't enough. Now I'm just hoping to live out the rest of my days in peace. Oh, yeah. You did mention that. This'll just take a sec. Tell me she ain't a beauty. Nobody makes them like I do. And that's no lie. Go on, take it.
You ought to make more than that. Gabe's definitely gonna need him at some point.
I don't know about that. Besides, I've got things to do. Like catching some Z's, for one. So if we're all done here...
Well, he got it done, so I guess I can't complain. Fast travel back to the ranch to clear the quest. And yeah, this game is quickly teaching you to exhaust all dialogue options. You can actually get some pretty neat info about each area and, like, the NPCs that you talk to.
Guess what? Brought you a present from your good friend Freddy.
Is that so?
Only if you promise to fix your carriage and take better care of your chocobos.
Well, twist my arm, why don't you? All right, little lady. It's a deal.
Good. In that case, no time like the present.
Whew, good as new. Oh, I gotta say, that old dog really outdid himself this time. Hell of a job. Don't think my character's ever looked even half this good. Appreciate it, kids. I can finally get the business back up and running again.
That's great. But before we head out, I just want to ask one more thing. If we hadn't shown up, would you have even tried to give your birds a better life?
Maybe.
I see. But I get it. Shinra's a big company, and what they say goes. I can't blame you for being too scared to fight back.
Hey, I ain't scared of those sons of bitches. Not one bit.
Oh? Then why'd you shut down the business?
It's like I told you, my carriage broke. And getting the parts to fix it sounded like a real hassle, So there you have it. I just let it go.
How responsible.
Okay, fine. I shouldn't have been so quick to throw in the towel. You happy? Starting today, I'm giving this job my all. I'll stock up on parts so I can keep the carriage moving and make sure my birds never get bored again.
You hear that? Then the deal is sealed.
You're quite the businesswoman yourself, ain't she?
And for having fixed the Chocobo carriage, we now unlock region-to-region fast travel through the Chocobo ranches. Yeah, fast travel's normally only for the region you're currently in, but if you want to quickly get to another region, talk to a ranch stable hand and ask to rent their travel service for a trip. We also got ourselves a Queen's Guard bangle, which offers 2 slots linked, 30 defense and 14 magic defense. That's pretty good to put on somebody already. It outranks our current equipment. Also shifted around some equipment for other people. Anyway, I wanted to open this up because I wanted to show something off. Let's head back to the grasslands right now with this fast travel. It'll cost 300 gil each rental. So, notice anything different? Yeah, the time of day changed here. Essentially, any other area in the world matches the time of day it's supposed to be currently in the story. So it's nice to come back and see how different these places look like under a different shade. Might actually be worth saving some of the, side content for later just so that you can experience these regions in, different lighting. Before heading back, I wanted to show the distance we traveled according to the world map. I mean, seems normal, right? The entire right side was the grasslands, we can see Midgar up there, and the lower left area past the mountain range is Junon. Well, take a closer look. This spot I'm zooming in towards? Yeah, this is the grasslands we explored. This tiny area, compared to the rest of the continent, it matches 1-to-1. You see the wastelands area, the swamp, the little fishtail piece of land on the bottom right? So that means the mithril mine we must have stretched clear down here to Junon, this little area right here. The part I'm highlighting is the only explorable area of Junon. It looks small, but it's about just as big as the grasslands here, maybe even a little bigger. So we're basically leaving the entire rest of the continent unexplored. Now, we know Revelation, the final part of this remake trilogy, is going to allow us to explore the entire world unrestricted. Is it going to actually expand the explorable world this much? I doubt it. But it's nice to think about the actual canonical distance our characters have traveled so far. As you can see when we zoom into the region map, in fact, zooming in on the Junon region is better. The two regions are way closer to each other, but that's for gameplay purposes since traveling between the two is supposed to be seamless. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying, let's take a trip back to Junon and make our way towards the city. gonna take on some Capparwires here. These are kind of creepy looking like plant monsters.
Too bad.
Oh, suck! Here it comes!
Just like that, okay?
Oh right, not this way. Shinra's on guard. Let's head left. Angler's Stowage.
So all of this is Junon?
Everything above us. Below is under Junon.
Little more than an impoverished fishing village.
Figures. Shinra's always gotta have someone to stump on. It's their friggin' MO.
Yeah, this is starting to feel familiar. Huh.
One moment. Welcome to Under Junon, our sunless oasis. My name is Rhonda. I'm the mayor and sheriff around these parts.
What?
Avalanche, huh?
That depends on who's asking.
A woman who could turn you in. And be 100 grand richer for it.
Well, you know what they say. Can't take it with you.
And Aerith to boot, huh? That's another $500,000 on top.
$500,000?
Down here, though, we know when to turn a blind eye. Consider our lips sealed.
Sorry, but I call bullshit.
Well, I don't think you would if you knew even half of what my town's been through. You don't like it? Leave. But over there, there's a quiet little inn where everyone's welcome.
Any guys in black robes pass through?
Not that I saw. Did see some black suits, though. 2 guys and a girl. Looked pretty tough.
Well, well.
They made a beeline right for the elevator.
Now we're talking.
No, don't even think about it. In case it isn't obvious, upstairs is Shinra turf. And the same goes for the elevator as well. Don't ask me what, but the company's got something big planned up there, and security is tight. You start anything at all, and there will be consequences.
Alright, we'll keep a low profile. Let's check out this fishing village. Also, I found it really funny that Aerith was excited that she had that big of a bounty on her.
Don't care what she said. There's gotta be black robes around here somewhere. So how are we gonna find them?
That would depend on where they are headed. If they mean to continue west, there are only 2 ways off this continent. By sea or by air.
Right. Might want to ask around town then. Locals will know routes not on the map. May have even seen stragglers pass through. Or got boats for rent or something.
How about we meet at the inn when we're done?
Sounds good. And remember, low profile.
Time to ask our new Queen's Blood players. Oh, you tempt me, game, but I'm keeping focused here.
Brittle houses in the sea air.
We got a Magnata Books here.
You'll know her when you see her.
It's a cozy little place. I love the decor. Might as well check to see if anything can be upgraded, too.
Pastiche of contrast.
Come back soon!
Many years ago, this stretch of ocean was home to the Republic of Junon's capital, a floating city built atop a fleet of interconnected ships. Now, that once proud metropolis is mere flotsam, courtesy of Shinra. In its place, the company built a new, unsinkable city of steel, to stand as a warning to any who might dare to oppose them. Or so I was taught. Many years ago,
Kinda interesting to learn about.
City built atop a fleet of interconnected
This Republic of Junon.
You see that trio?
Dave's Chocobo
Got a weapon
Express.
shop here. I'm gonna talk to Aerith here real quick.
Word around town is Shinra's holding some kind of big event up top. Wonder what? The people here, they hate the lack of sunlight, but not me. I like it this way, though I'd never tell them that, of course.
You kind of lived outside of the sunlight for all of your life, so... But yeah, we've got a weapon shop here. As you might expect, it has all the weapons that we already obtained in case you missed any, and the same armors that the vendors have. I know the selection's not too interesting, but I like to look at the shops and appreciate how they look.
Don't be a stranger.
For sure.
So they got fishing gear too, huh?
Okay, where was I?
A tavern's here, the Fisherman's Net. The community board is here too, but there's nothing new posted there yet. The TV here, and Aerith too, seems to suggest that Rufus has something big planned for the city up top tomorrow. I'm just ignoring you, Chadley. I'll get to you later. Right now, I want to check out the general store here.
Oh my gosh! Actual customers!
Okay, that was sad. Anyway, there's nothing particularly new here that the vendors don't have, except for one thing. A new QB booster pack. Let's get the cards for this one, and then feel free to stock up on anything else you might need.
Come back again, please?
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes window shopping ain't enough.
Some fishing village this is ain't even allowed to take a rowboat out. Shinra's saying it's only a temporary prohibition, but people gotta eat. Anyway, short of stealing a boat and causing a scene, both us and our black-robed friends are SOL. Waters here used to be teeming with fish, practically jump into your boat, way people tell it. But ever since the offshore reactor came online, only things caught in the nets are monsters, and I ain't talking tuna. Shinra just couldn't help themselves. Had to go and poison the sea, too.
Yeah. A fishing village unable to actually fish. Wow. So, I completely forgot to talk to Tifa, but it's nothing missable, I assure you. Also, no other way to tell you this, but before talking to the innkeeper inside, make sure you've got a team without Red 13, and said team has easy access to lightning materia. I mean, you could have Red 13, he's just gonna have a harder time. So...
Hello there. Room for one.
Help! Somebody, please! Help!
Who could that be?
Anybody, please!
That sword. You're some kind of fighter, aren't you? That was Priscilla. And from the sound of it, she needs a tough guy like you to lend a hand.
We gotta go! Now! There's a monster attacking the boat! This way! Down here! Quickly! Please! Help! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
Shinra's most wanted. Get rid of that thing.
Say what?
Barret, focus.
Get its attention.
On it.
We're fighting the Terror of the Deep. This thing is able to swim through the air and can use several physical and magical attacks. Watch out for Grasping Tail. It'll try to grab a party member with it. If successful, target its tail and pummel it with strong attacks to make it lose grip, before it's able to slam the party member to the ground and deal a ton of damage. Water Cell is an attack that can encase a party member in a bubble, making them unable to act. Target this with bonus round if you have Barret, or use Lightning. I did recommend to not have Red 13 since he's the only one in the party who's at a disadvantage due to his lack of aerial capabilities. Sorry about that, Red. If you have Aerith, place down Arcane Ward so you can dual cast Lightning on the boss. And if you have Tifa, use her newfound Reverse Gale ability to be able to more reliably get into the air.
Take him down.
Let's kick it up a notch.
What now?
At this point, the boss is creating a tornado to suck us in and deal a bunch of damage. Just stay away from it and the smaller tornadoes that'll try to knock you into the air and make it easier to suck you in. This part of the fight, the boss is going to not keep itself vulnerable as often, so use the opportunity when it emerges from the water to deal damage. It will use all the same attacks as before, plus a couple new water-based ones. This phase is a great spot to use a summon or any limits and synergy abilities you have ready and waiting. Ramuh is the best choice for a summon here.
I'll take care of them.
On it.
Try using it.
You ain't gonna get away. Joke on it, asshole! Kiss my ass! Give them hell!
I'm coming. Crouch, you can do it.
Let's
One
do
more.
this.
Get him.
Take the lead.
You're up!
I'll take care of them.
Want some more?
I'll get you out.
This is gonna... Alright! Let's pump it full of blast!
Come on.
You got this!
So it's my turn? Stop it! You got it.
I got this. Shit. Better off with magic. It's on you.
We'll get you out of there. You're hurt. Get ready. That'll do.
Oh, no, you don't. Nice work.
Let's check on that girl.
Come on. I don't think she's breathing.
Hey, we need help over here.
I need to get her breathing again.
Oh god, please be okay, please be okay.
She's so cold.
Maybe someone should go find a doctor? There's no time. Somebody! Help! Maybe someone should go find a doctor?
Don't just stand there, help me! You're on chest compressions.
Got it.
Now, start!
You picked the wrong girl, creep! What? Those guys there are from the Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell? They used to be with Avalanche, but left after a policy dispute.
Easy. They're guests of mine. And this one was trying to save your life.
He was? Ugh, nice going, Yuffie. Call the guy a creep, why don't ya? You big moron! Dum 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 dum.
Okay, Yuffie. Let's get you inside. You've had a rough day.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Not to be that guy, but kids these days, I swear.
Now.
Who's that?
Another one of my guests. I seem to get a lot of them when the world's on fire.
Well, that was honestly a relief. I think we're due for a rest after that fight, shall we? So let's head back to the inn.
Ocean's real quiet today. Too quiet. Something's brewing, can tell you that much. When an old salt like me...
Hey, you guys are that Avalanche Splinter Cell, right?
Now, how the hell did you...
I just gotta say, I'm a big, huge fan of yours. HQ wishes they could be as cool as you guys.
Well, we are pretty cool, but...
Think we could sit down for a chat later? Got a teensy favor to ask. And gotta thank you for before.
I suppose you could come by the inn tomorrow?
Sweet! You won't be sorry, promise. Later!
I know, she laid it on pretty thick. But hey, she's just a kid. What's the harm in hearing her out?
Maybe she wants your autograph.
Come on, let's get ourselves some rooms.
Is it just me, or is Barrett making fun of Yuffie's overly expressive behavior, even when she's not here?
Hey, isn't the heroes of the hour? I heard about what you did for that girl. Thank you so much. Your stay is on us. We insist. It's the least we can do for you, really. Now then, how many we got? Will 4 rooms be enough?
Could you make it 5?
5 it is. Oh, everything is comped. So if you need anything at all, just ask.
Don't know about you, but I'm dying to put my feet up.
It's nice to have the place booked up again for once. Gosh, when was the last time that happened?
Man, apparently Shinra's really keeping business away from under Junon. Now that we're squarely at the inn, we can actually relax and chat up our party members. Let's go in order.
It's open.
Hey, Barrett! Man, this is fancy! Oh, there's even a TV here. Damn.
Hey, so about that Yuffie kid, what do you think she wants with us? Be honest.
Maybe she wants to join Avalanche.
Normally, I wouldn't turn anyone away, but she's just too young. Don't have the time or patience to babysit. I'll break it to her gentle. Shinra didn't waste any time getting our names and faces out here, did they?
Yeah, seems so.
Rest up while you can. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Sure thing. Next is Aerith. And,
I feel them slipping away, one by one, and the tighter I held on, the more I lost.
I know. I felt the same. It was like they were sucking them straight out of my head.
who's she talking to? I don't recognize that voice.
And the worst part is that I don't even know what's missing. Only that something is. Like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember.
Damn whispers.
Speaking of, you seen them lately? Cloud,
Who's in there with you? Oh. Red. Thought it was someone else.
Nope. All clear here, officer. Well, hope the rest of your patrol is just as uneventful.
Alright. Hey, wait a minute, Aerith. I saw a weapon chest in there, and I know I have to open it. Can I come in?
Come in.
Well, seems everybody has the same accommodations. That's cool.
I don't know about you, but it feels like we've been on the road forever. Like Midgar's ancient history. I wonder how Mom and Marlene are holding up.
Homesick?
No time for that, not with Sephiroth around. So, a little random, but do you remember the first time we met?
You shoved a flower in my face.
It's called a gift, Cloud. I saw it, you know, in a vase at 7th Heaven, and I seriously doubt you're the one who put it there.
Hey, I mean, you never know.
Some advice? Never re-gift a present from a girl, especially if you're just gonna give it to another one.
Noted.
Water under the bridge, but next time...
That's a little unfair, Aerith. I thought you were cool with whoever Cloud gave it to. Maybe she's just teasing. She's been doing that a lot. Unless her first intention was...
Where do you think those guys in black went? We should have seen them by now.
Not sure.
Gotta wonder what Shinra's planning up there.
Yeah, me too. Has to be something big. Let's open that chest now to get a new weapon for Aerith, the Empress's Scepter. This weapon's a bit of a weird one. It focuses more on boosting physical attack rather than magical, which kinda goes against her playstyle. She still has the ability to whack enemies if they're close enough, but it's not recommended. However, the weapon ability is certainly a good thing to have. It's Radiant Ward. Placing the ward makes it so that anyone in it is invulnerable while casting spells. And with Aerith, it strengthens her basic attack and turns them into laser beams, and also gives her a quicker dodge. Extremely cool. You can cast this ward on top of an arcane ward to make a safe zone for spellcasting, considering the casting invulnerability. Let's check on Red next.
Yes.
This town reeks of fish and brine. Should Shinra come calling, I doubt I'll smell them till it's too late.
Huh. Not good.
Thankfully, my ears are unaffected. I'll let you know if I hear anything unusual. My poor nose.
That's gotta suck. I imagine it does smell like fish to the others, but it has to be worse with him. Upstairs, and Tifa's the last one. First time alone together since that night at Calm.
Oh, hey. Perfect timing. I was just about to come find you.
Yeah,
You...
regret what I said in Calm.
Oh. Come in.
I should have never doubted you.
It's fine. I never should have doubted you either. Say, do you remember a guy named Emilio from Nibelheim?
Oh man, what a flirt this choice is. But...
The general store kid?
Yeah. Anyway, he left the village right before you did. Thought I'd never see him again. Then one day last year, he shows up at 7th Heaven. I couldn't believe my eyes. He was all grown up. Didn't even recognize him at first.
Really?
Yeah, and what's more, the woman who walked in with him was stunning. Like, she could have been a model, and... You're not interested, are you?
Not really. But I'm happy to listen, so go ahead.
It's okay. Forget it.
Was this another test?
No, it wasn't. Why deny it? I guess it was, huh? I'm sorry.
It's fine. We'll find time to talk. Just the two of us. Figure things out.
Just be ready to spill your guts, huh?
With my iron stomach?
Night.
I don't know if things are getting better, but at least that was something. What an actual complicated relationship. Before heading to our room for the night, we can walk further ahead to find another lightning materia by the fireplace up here. Also some nice dining tables here with a view outside. How luxurious. Feels kind of weird to be staying here on the house, you know? With all of the amenities that this place is giving us.
Come on in, guys.
Hey.
Okay, now that the gang's all here, it's time you got to know me. My name is Yuffie, Materia Hunter and Elite Ninja Operative for the interim Wutai government. I left my beloved homeland behind to bring an end to Shinra's reign of terror and prove that Wutai's not to be trifled with.
Wutai?
Yep. Which brings me to that little favor I mentioned yesterday. Long story short, I want you to join me. HQ, they just didn't understand, but you guys get it.
Don't ninjas creep around in the dark slitting people's throats? I mean, we've done some shit, but we ain't about to stoop that low.
I resent that. Although, that is something we do. Come here. Traveling alone so far from home is expensive. So I've been moving from town to town, hustling, scraping together enough scratch to keep sticking it to the man. Until, that is, I came here. And lucky I did, because I met Rhonda. She offered me the gig of a lifetime, an assassination. And guess who the target is? Seriously, yes!
Just spit it out already.
Who else but a certain company's new president, Rufus freaking Shinra! That crazy or what? And that douchebag will be here any minute now. Up there here anyway. Enjoying his fancy inauguration parade. These people had their country stolen from them, and then their sunlight. Junon demands revenge. So when the president steps out...
Oh, wow. Tell us more.
Okay. You want to know how Rhonda's planning on paying me? With your bounty suckers.
What?
Wow, gotta hand it to her. The lady works fast. Well, this was fun. See ya.
Hey!
If you manage to get away, you should try to find Priscilla. She'll get you topside.
Now! You don't want to make me come in there and fetch you, because I would love to do it!
Who's that?
A pain in the ass. Let's go.
That's who I think it is, right?
What light from yonder balcony breaks? Come on down and say hello.
Yeah, that's him, all right.
Honestly, how long do you intend to keep me waiting? Absence certainly makes the heart grow fonder, my friend. Still playing hard to get, eh? Well, I've got news for you, young man. As if by fate, the Speed Demon has been entrusted with a singular task. Retrieving one Aerith Gainsborough.
Me?
You come alone?
It only takes two to tango. Besides, you and I like to go big, and a venue this small just won't do. But no need to worry. I found the perfect stage. The city above, where we can dance up a storm. Seek me out, and we'll put our last performance to shame. With a show none shall ever forget.
You got some weird friends, man.
We might want to think about getting out of here. These people don't need more trouble.
Yuffie said to talk to Priscilla if we wanted to get topside, right? Let's go find her.
Thanks for dealing with that Shinra nut job.
Don't you think for even a second we did that for you? The slime ball who sold us out.
Take it. Not much, but it's yours.
The hell's this supposed to be?
Your bounty. Part of it, anyway. You thought I'd put you through the ringer like that without making it worth your while? We're on the same side. Always have been.
And what if Biker Boy had taken us in?
Then I would have had to improvise. But I didn't, because it all worked out. Worked out fine. Like I pray it will for Yuffie upstairs.
Well, all that's left is to head topside, and we need to talk to Priscilla for that. But as awkward as it might be, we're taking a break from story because we're doing side content and world intel. It'll probably technically be a couple hours before we need to be up above to see Rufus anyway, right? Plus, it's kind of a point of no return, at least for a while. I did it this way because something opens up at this particular part in the story that lets us do all the side content in one go, rather than having to separate it into two parts. First off, check the notice board to see a couple new odd jobs have become available. Accept them, and then head back down to sea level. At the bottom of the stairs, head left. You'll find an HP up materia and a chest containing an ether, so pick those up. Now head south along the shore. Priscilla is here, but we're not talking to her yet. Keep going on the shore past her, we'll eventually reach a corner with some weird pink mist. This marks the odd job calling all frogs with Tifa as our partner. There's a place with weird enfeeblement mist that transforms anyone who steps into it as frogs, and we're gonna have to do just that to get rid of a fiend infestation. Yes, you're forced to fight enemies as frogs. It's not as bad as it sounds, but you are limited in your capabilities. Every character can only attack with their tongues, and if you use the unique ability, you blow bubbles. If those bubbles hit the enemy, you get healed a small amount, so that might be good to use in close range. Just build up ATB and use Leapfrog to deal the most damage possible. After the fiends are taken care of, we are exposed to a new minigame, Jump Frog. Might be familiar to you if you played Fall Guys. Remain on a platform with swinging bars for as long as you can, and watch out for parts of the platform that may fall away. There are 3 clear ranks, and each one gives you an enfeeblement ring, which are accessories that force Toad status on the wearer. Not much use other than for personal challenges, like if you want to do solo battles outside of VR. But I do recommend getting rank 3 for another reason, which is for surviving for 1 minute and 20 seconds. After clearing at least rank 1 of the minigame, the odd job will be finished. Talk to Rhonda by the inn to start When Words Just Won't Do, an odd job with Barrett as the partner. You'll have to help escort a dog across Junon over to Crow's Nest, which is a small village far to the east of here. Yeah, I know what it sounds like, a dog escort mission, but it's actually not bad at all. Meet the dog Salmon over by the entrance to Under Junon, and follow him clear across the region. Consider it a quick tour of the area, honestly. He moves at your speed, so you're not slowed down at all. The music you're hearing right now plays during the escort, and the only thing you have to worry about is occasionally defending the dog from enemies to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. The best way to do that is just fight the enemies as fast as possible. Make sure to assess any new enemies you come across, but I'll get into each one later. Eventually you'll meet Sandstorm Drakes. These inflict a new status ailment called Petrify. Once someone is inflicted with Petrify, if they take a certain amount of damage, the status ailment will turn into stone, which makes the inflicted person immobile and effectively KO'd. So make sure to avoid taking too much damage if a character gets petrified. To take down the Drakes, either wait for their aura to dissipate or attack them from behind to pressure them. They are weak to wind, so that would be helpful to use. Once you reach the Crow's Nest, the odd job is cleared. Barrett gets his first manuscript, and the village will now be freely accessible. There's even more odd jobs here, but follow Toby for yet another odd job as soon as he stops.
Do I know you?
Said job is the hardest sell, and the partner is Red 13. Toby says he's encountered a merc who's made their base at the lighthouse just south of here. Wouldn't you know it, it's Kyrie. Again. The way to the lighthouse is just south through the village here. I just recommend checking the item vendor for some high potions and an ether on sale, as well as a new QB booster pack before moving on. There's a Chocobo stop on the way if you want to open it up, and you are going to need Bell to reach the bridge to the lighthouse. Once across, go ahead and fix the Chocobo stop so you have a place to skip travel to. Whatever party you're sticking with for now, I recommend having a variety of elemental spells on hand. All 4 would be your best bet. Before talking to Kyrie, there's an item vendor that has some Mega Potions and an Elfadunk Bangle on sale. Anyway, Kyrie's new theme is causing Flans to come invade her place, so we need to take care of them. Since she can't do it herself, take on the 4 waves of Flans and Ignilisks. And then finally, 2 white Mousse. These are stronger flan enemies that get pressured by any elemental damage, but as a result, start absorbing said element. This is where the variety of elemental spells comes into play. Keep alternating different spells to make it easier to pressure and stagger them. Once all the enemies are taken care of, the odd job will swiftly be cleared. You get a Chocobo gear set designed by Kyrie for your troubles, and she promptly disappears again. For now. The last available odd job can be found if you head west from the Crow's Nest skip travel point along the raised wooden path. Dreaming of Blue Skies is up at Condor Hill here, with Tifa as the partner. A rather large condor has made its roost at the abandoned reactor on the island south of here, and it occasionally comes by to feed on prey. But it hasn't come by lately, so we need to figure out what kind of feed we need to see if it's doing okay. I mean, we saw it earlier at the start of this chapter, but sure, we'll help. We need to head to the hunting spot that's west of here, in the middle of a forest. Once there, you'll try to sneak up on the cow, only for it to run off, so track its scent with Belle. Fight off the Fiends, then track its scent again after it gets killed by a flying fiend, to find the lair of the Mystic Dragon. This thing can be pressured with enough damage, but will fly high afterward, making it harder to hit. Red 13 may unfortunately not as effective here unless he has wind materia to take advantage of its weakness. Once it's taken down, we have a choice to make on which of its food we bring back. Obviously we were after the cow, so take the bovine meat back to Condor Hill to perfectly execute the quest. You'll also get a commemorative photo of the condor as well as a warding materia. Whatever status effect magic materia this is linked to will decrease the duration of said debuffs done to you, or outright become immune to them at max level. This works with poison, petrify, time, binding, subversion, disempowerment, and enervation materias. We have not encountered all of them just yet, of course. Over time, we'll see what all of them do. We know what poison and petrify do at least. With all odd jobs taken care of, party level should have risen to level 4. So let's check out what new folio stuff unlocked. I'm using the story in Under Junon so I can segue to the next segment. For Cloud, he just has Enhanced Guard to reduce damage taken when blocking by 5%, and Max MP up to increase MP by 3. Nothing exciting, really. If you haven't unlocked Melee Blade for him yet, I suggest doing so now, because his charging synergy skill attacks are incredibly useful, and you should have the SP to get it now. If you don't, you can always refund some SP. Just like I'm doing right now. For Barret, he now has Limit Gauge Stagger, which increases the limit gauge charge rate by 5% when an enemy is staggered, and Physical Safeguard, which applies the status Protect to him at the start of battle. Protect boosts defense by 10% and can be stacked with other defensive boosts, like Steel Skin. Pretty good idea to unlock for him, but you also need weapon level 4 to be able to use the SP to open it up. So if you want to save up SP for that, feel free. For Tifa, she just has max HP up to increase her HP by 200, and opening ATB bonus. You may see other places say that Gale Impulse also opens up at this level, but that's incorrect. I already had it available and unlocked at party level 2 back in Chapter 2. For Aerith, she just has a magic attack boost by 20, and Enhanced Tempest, which boosts her Tempest damage by 5%. Nothing too exciting, though, like with Cloud, if you haven't unlocked Spellbound Blast for her, I highly recommend you do. It's really powerful and useful, just like Cloud's Melee Blade variations. Finally, Red 13 has max HP up by 200, and Enduring Vengeance, which increases its duration by 20%. Like I said, Vengeance mode is the crux of Red's playstyle, so anything that benefits it is highly recommended. Now let's talk Queen's Blood. There's 6 Queen's Blood players total in this region, 3 in Under Junon, and 2 in Crow's Nest right now. The last one will appear after we rank up. So let's start here in Under Junon. Isabelle can be found at the tavern. The main threat of her deck, and the card we will get for beating her, is Shiva. This is a legendary card that, when placed, puts ice blocks on empty positions that have her pawns in them already. The power of ice blocks is determined by the number of pawns. To prevent this from shutting you out, make sure that the opponent does not fill a bunch of spaces with her pawns. And if she does use it, you'll likely need to use an Enfeeblement deck with the Archdragon and Capparwire cards you got from the booster pack here in town. Essentially, this card is like a checkmate of sorts. If you've already, spread your influence across the board, you can, solidify that and completely block the opponent. Next is Zogan, who's down at the docks. His card is Zemzelett, which raises the power of the allied card behind it by 3. Since he's going to use it as well, you'll need to be aware that it has a kind of awkward position chart, where it puts a pawn on the space below it and one next to it, towards the opponent's side as well. So be sure to leave enough space to be able to retake pawn positions if need be. The last of the Under Junon players are the Moore twins. They're up above the Magnata books, and in order for this clear to count, you have to beat one of the twins and then the other. 2 matches total. The first match likes to use Ignilisk cards to boost their top and bottom lanes considering their coverage. Utilize Enfeeblement to eliminate some of these cards if possible. The second match has an Ogre card available, which can place pawns a space away from their position. There's blind spots right next to the card, so if you can eliminate any of the opponent's pawns in the top or bottom lane, it'll effectively become useless aside from its high power by itself. For getting these players, you will rank up to Blood Squire, and a new opponent will appear in Crow's Nest. Let's head over there now and take on opponents leading up to him. First up, make sure you got that booster pack at the vendor here that I mentioned during the Odd Jobs section. If you did already, then let's start with the players. The first player here is Neil, the closest one to the Crow's Nest entrance. His card is Flametrooper, which will lower the power of allied and enemy cards on affected tiles by 3 when destroyed. Considering this peculiar card, I definitely recommend having an Archdragon card on hand, as it can be a major weakness for him if he plays it. Otherwise, he tends to run enhancements with Chocobo and Moogle and Ifrit. Next is Michaela further south. She's got a Mindflayer card and her deck is wild. She uses the Mindflayer card and it lowers the power of allied and enemy cards on affected tiles by 1 for the entire time it is on board, rather than only doing it upon placement. She has an Enfeeblement strategy where she will try to keep destroying her whole deck, and using those destroyed cards to boost the cards that benefit from it. So I recommend taking down Mindflayer and whatever other Enfeeblement card she places, as if you let her do that, there's a chance she can still win, even if you seemingly block her out of moving. The final opponent here is the one who appeared for reaching Blood Squire rank, Cameron. He's got a Midgard-Stormer card that not only has high power, but also rises in power for every destroyed ally and enemy card. This is quite excellent for an Enfeeblement build. His deck isn't particularly hard. He may try to enfeeble your cards, but you can work around it to make sure he doesn't get a chance to do it, or just do the same thing to him. For beating him, you rank up once more to Blood Acolyte and get a special cutscene. Seems there's something mysterious and sinister going on with this card game.
This is wrong. This is all wrong. I don't understand. It was just supposed to be a game.
Not quite done with the miscellaneous stuff here. Right next to Cameron, there's a chest containing a mithril ore. A chest in the rundown building just behind the rest stop that contains a high ether. And a chest on an elevated platform near the nest entrance that contains a War Mage's armband. This is an armor that has 3 materia slots and offers 14 defense and 30 magic defense. One last thing here is what's in the largest building over here. A piano. Dorian is here next to the piano, and he's a representative of the Piano Outreach Association. Every time you find a piano, there will be a sheet music to collect there, and you'll be able to play that sheet music at any piano. Remember when we were, toying with Tifa's piano in Chapter 1? This is where those piano mechanics come in. Thankfully, when playing sheet music, all you need to do is hit the keys on the circular charts. It automatically changes the tones, chords, and octaves when necessary. This sheet music is for On Our Way, and you need to follow the keystrokes with great or perfect timing using the left and right sticks. You can also freely change the speed whenever doing this. It won't affect your score. If you need tips since the inputs are brutally sensitive, I suggest placing the controller on a hard surface in front of you, placing your fingers on the sticks as if they're arcade joysticks, and just flick the directions you need. That way there's less of a chance of hitting unintentional directions when trying to play. If you hit A rank, which is hitting mostly greats with little mistakes, you can tell Dorian about it to be given a level 2 HP up materia. There are 6 sheet musics in the game that he will grade you on, each with different rewards. So practice and become a master at tickling the ivories. Of course, there's a rank higher than A if you are an absolute perfectionist. And I mean that quite literally. Snaps is also found at Under Junon. The spot he wants you to take a photo of is at the ship underneath the bridge to the lighthouse. In order to get there, we either need to tread water or head west from the lighthouse and down a couple cliffs. I recommend treading water because the spot I recommend to dive off of is this cape right here littered with craters. On the way, there's a small crater just south of the tower that has a level boost materia. Grab that real quick so you can take advantage of it. Then swim over to the boat, get on at its lowest point, and make your way to its bow to reach the photo spot. That's a great view of Junon's cannon. Wow.
Hey there! Thank you for tracking down that spot. Quite the view you captured. Good going. Association was impressed too. Bumped you up a rank.
With all that taken care of, I think it's high time we did some world intel stuff now, huh? Let's finally pay attention to Chadley. We've been ignoring the poor guy for a while.
Junon's Chocobo.
The materia he has available in this region is Magic Efficiency, which reduces the cost of linked materia spells by up to half. He only has one of these, and it's worth 30 points. He also has Lightning and Wind materia. It's the same as the Fire and Ice materia from the Grasslands. This one gives you access to both Thunder spells and Arrow spells. Only one at 30 points. He has 2 Item Economizer materia, which allow you to consume items during battle without using ATB, at random. The chance is increased if you have done a number of actions beforehand, and the more the materia itself is leveled up. Finally, he has 2 ATB stagger materia, which gives a boost of ATB upon staggering a foe. Again, take your choice on which ones you want, but my recommendations are Magic Efficiency and Lightning plus Wind, since item usage tends to be better outside a battle and there's other ways to gain ATB quickly. Alternately, you can skip the lightning and wind materia to get the ATB staggers.
If there's anything else I can do for you, please
if that's
let me
what you
know.
prefer more so.
I'm always happy to help.
That way, you only need to do roughly 6 world intel tasks. With the materia covered, let's go over Headstart Exploration. Like the grasslands, there's a map of the area on screen showing all available locations and Chocobo stops, while I cover the secret caches. Desolate Worksite is over here north of Gabe's Ranch, and as the name implies, seems to be a worksite for pipe repairs that was ultimately abandoned. There's 2 chests here, one containing 2 high potions, and the other containing 3 canisters of hazardous material. This hazardous material item deals 50 damage and inflicts poison to any enemy in range upon impact. Mako Reef is jutting out of the ocean just south of Gabe's Ranch. Considering the name, perhaps this is part of an underwater formation rich in Mako. Makes sense. In order to power something as gigantic as Junon's upper city, there has to be a reactor, and this seems to suggest the reactor is underwater. Anyway, there's 2 chests here among materials and boxes, which contains an emerald and 10 chunks of iron ore. The Shinra construction site is located south and below Junon's entrance. Whatever Shinra was in the middle of constructing, it has to be in the name of reclaiming this land, given the telltale craters of explosive munitions littering this area. This little area has 3 chests, one containing 980 gil, one containing some power wrist guards, and the last containing 3 antidotes. Cargo Shipwreck is a ship completely torn apart over near some anti-sea turrets. Wonder what kind of cargo this ship was carrying before its untimely demise. Well, let's see. There's 3 chests, one containing a Mist High Potion, which restores 700 HP to everyone at once. The next further up the ship contains 2 grenades, and the last one at the top of the ship contains a Salvation Badge. This is an accessory that boosts the effectiveness of healing items and spells when the wearer is at 25% HP or lower. Nice find. Republic Shipwreck is just south of the previous one, amidst a handful of other wrecked ships that seem to converge on a single small island. Is there something here that's causing ships to crash? Like a Bermuda Triangle sort of phenomenon? Or maybe some kind of fiend? Well, regardless, the only place of the ship we have access to is the bow, and 2 chests are found there. The first one containing a ruby, the second containing 3 plumes of Phoenix down. The Fisherman's Strait can be found by taking a left down the cliff instead of the other path up to the wormhole nearby. This cozy little secluded area by some waterfalls is home to many different species of fish. The 2 chests here contain 3 bunches of mist seeds and 2 ether onions. Crow's Camp can be found by heading north from Fisherman's Strait, up the cliffs and crossing the top of the waterfall. It's a nice enclosed camp with a small river beside that makes for a really snug hideaway. I'd love to just make this a home away from home, but the name suggests it might already be one for a resident at Crow's Nest, so perhaps it's best to leave it alone. After we raid the chests. One contains a high ether, and the other contains 3 smelling salts. We've had so much fun uncovering secret caches, but there's only one left! The ruined treasury can be found at sea level just north of the ship that had Snaps' photo location. You can either swim there or go south beyond the tower west of Crow's Nest and follow the Citadel ruins down. Someone must have been salvaging a bunch of treasure from the wrecked ships and keeping it all there. Wonder who? Well, let's take a couple of the treasures anyway. One of the chests has 780 gil, and the other has 2 high potions. That's about it. We looted up everything, repaired every Chocobo stop, and found all currently available locations. You should have more than enough golden plumes to go to the tack shop at Gabe's Ranch and buy another set of Chocobo gear. This set appears to be armor repurposed from a Scorpion Sentinel. Interesting. The first set of world intel I'll be covering will be done in one section, because now that I explained what each one is at the Grasslands, I no longer need to dedicate sections to each of them. I'm calling this the Rapidfire phase of world intel, which will contain the towers as an excuse to show where the basic enemies of the area are for assessing purposes, then the Moogle House location and its list of items to trade for, the summon crystals, and then showing where all the Chocobo dig spots are outside of excavation intel. So let's start the towers and basic enemies. The list of enemies that can be found throughout Junon are as follows, and I can provide a bit of heads up to some of them, since they are a bit more tricky than the Grasslands enemies. Tonadus are giant avian creatures that are highly aggressive if attacked. Watch out for the death from above attack. If you dodge it, the enemy will become pressured. Basically, just keep a distance from the enemy and be ready to dodge out of the way. You may have to do it, like, at the very last second. Fleetwings are extremely fragile bat-like enemies that become pressured if hit with their elemental weakness. Basically, the simplest enemy of the region. Zemzelett are owl-like creatures that tend to use wing beat to push potential threats away with gigantic gusts of wind. But if they take enough damage during the attack, they become pressured. It normally doesn't hurt, but it makes it annoying to get in close to attack. Spells or ranged attackers like Barret and Aerith work well against these enemies. Ignilisks are small lizards that use fiery attacks, and it's recommended to use their ice weakness against them, as it will pressure them and prevent them from using said fiery attacks. Otherwise, they get kinda annoying. Finally, Capparwires are weird botanical creatures that can attack with fire. And they're kinda squirrely too. Hit them with ice to pressure them, if not outright kill them. Next on this phase is the Moogle House, located pretty much right next to a Chocobo stop and tower. You'll need a Chocobo to reach it. It's the usual Moogle roundup minigame, but they're spread out farther from the goal, and there's an added mechanic of luring them into whirlwinds to stun them, so you can carry them by holding L2. Once the minigame is cleared, the Emporium now has Precision Defense Focus Materia earrings, as well as a manuscript for Red 13 and Aerith. Should have enough after the towers and secret caches. The summon for this region is Phoenix, so let's find the Crystal Shrine Sanctuaries to make it easier to obtain it when we eventually do tackle the challenge. The first sanctuary is actually up the cliff north of Gabe's Ranch, and instead of heading right to eventually lead to the Wainwright, take the left cliff.
Junon is home to the summoned entity Phoenix. Though Freak is often associated with fire, Phoenix's flames are no less potent. In fact, the conflagrations of this undying bird are said to imbue those it touches with renewed life. Perhaps it will offer you its grace.
The second sanctuary can be found by going north from the Crow's Nest entrance and following the cliffs north next to the Eastern Mountains.
Many legends about Phoenix have been passed down. One tells of the great bird scouring the coast in search of a final resting place. A fisherman bade it share the warmth of his fire. Phoenix dipped its feathers in the proffered flames, thereby rekindling its fading life force.
The third sanctuary can be found beneath the Crow's Nest. Just exit the town down south and follow where the sanctuary rocks guide you.
The legend also tells of the gifts Phoenix bestowed on the kind angler. As thanks for his fire, the great bird brought forth myriad fish into the world. So when next you partake of the region's seafood, remember to praise Phoenix.
And now for the Chocobo dig spots in this region. Remember that the treasures obtained in each is fixed. And actually when a dig spot is found, it can be seen on the map, just barely. So the game does track them. The locations marked with a star contain the Play Arts Sweeper model, so make sure to get that. Whenever it's obtained, any other starred dig spots just have basic materials. With the rapid-fire phase out of the way, next is the Fiend Intel. Take it away, Mai.
Rare Tonadu variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. During this time of year, Tonadus migrate to the Junon region to seek out mates. They build their nests far from civilization and raise their young in pairs. In terms of duties, it often falls to the males to search for food. Unfortunately, when food is scarce, they may occasionally venture into towns and cities where they have been known to attack humans. As Shinra's activities continue to disrupt the ecosystem, such attacks will only grow more frequent. On that note, please take care not to become a snack during your investigation.
The Fonadu likes to attack from afar, but can be provoked if attacked frequently enough, just like a Tonadu. Much of the same strategy applies, it just hits harder and has an extra unblockable attack called Cacophony. The objectives are to pressure and stagger the enemy, as well as finish it off within the time limit. It is weak to wind, and just like the Tonadu, gets pressured when you dodge its retaliation attack, Death from Above. If you're having trouble dodging it, play as Aerith, place a ward away from you, and get its attention with a wind spell. When it starts using the move, use Ward Shift to teleport to your placed ward for an easy dodge.
Rare Zemzelett variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. Zemzeletts are known as the sages of the skies, not only because of their intelligence, but also their remarkable feathers that make them both elegant and lethal. These feathers have been prized by all manner of craftsmen since antiquity for their beauty and resilience. Arrows fashioned from them are particularly valuable. They're said to slice through the air so quickly, they're capable of piercing even solid stone. Oh, but take care not to be so entranced by their abilities that you lose focus.
Whymzeletts, unlike their more common brethren, use a move called Soothing Breeze instead of Wing Beat, to try to heal themselves and take flight. The act of pressuring them is much the same though. Deal enough damage to them while they're doing Soothing Breeze to interrupt and pressure them. In fact, one of the challenges is to do that before they take flight during said move, so be quick and vigilant towards both enemies. A Blazara spell can be strong enough to do this quickly. The other two challenges are to stagger one of them and to defeat both within the time limit.
Rare Ignilisk variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. As their size puts them at the lower end of the food chain, they're exceptionally skittish creatures. In addition, they can actively regulate their body temperature, thus allowing them to emit heat as a defense against predators. There are theories that these fiery displays may also be employed in mating rituals. After all, nature is said to be a survival of the fittest. May we too pursue our objective with a passion that burns as bright as the Ignilisk scales.
Lavalisks are nothing particularly special. They have more fire moves than common Ignilisks and hit harder, but are dealt with much the same and are light enough to be juggled. The objective is to pressure them by exploiting their weakness to ice, staggering them, and then defeating them within the time limit. The last one is kinda tight, as the game understands they can be killed quickly enough, so just keep up the attacks.
Rare Fleetwing variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. Fleetwings are also known as stalkers of the skies. When hunting, they descend so rapidly that their unsuspecting prey has no time to react, let alone fight back. To that end, barbecuing within their territory is not advisable, unless you want your food to vanish before your very eyes. As it happens, Fleetwings are so perfectly adapted to life in the skies that their anatomy has inspired several aeronautical designs. Continued research into this aerodynamic wonder will surely pave the way for humanity's flight-filled future. You'll be soaring through the clouds before you know it.
Stormwings are much stronger versions of Fleetwings. They fly fairly high and make it a bit difficult to fight them grounded. As such, a team well equipped with wind spells, or just Aerith and Barret can help a lot against them. The objective is to pressure, stagger, and defeat them all in the time limit. Using wind element attacks on them pressures them, and when they are staggered, they become resistant to many different kinds of attacks except for wind, so spamming wind spells when they're staggered helps them take them down fast. Moving on to the expedition phase next, I'm covering the life springs as well as all the lore and other intel tasks unlocked for scanning them. The first life spring is found on the way to the Wainwright's hut. I ended up showing it early this chapter. The second life spring is where all the shipwrecks are, east of the cape modeled by craters from the Republic and Shinra War. The people of Junon were once largely seafarers, who only returned to the shore to peddle the bounty of the ocean. Unlike other communities that settled in a single location and gradually expanded their territory, these sailors preferred the freedom of the open sea, and over time banded together with like-minded souls to form a unique society. As a republic, they repurposed a flotilla of large vessels to construct a floating city that would serve as the center of their trade network. Having forged a robust infrastructure, they then set their sights on uniting the disparate peoples of the world. Though Junon ushered in an era of economic and cultural prosperity, it was not to last. Shinra's revolutionary Mako technology put paid to their ambitions, and their once proud city now slumbers beneath the waves. Man, it is hard to imagine the ruins of a city rests underwater now. For finding 2 of the life springs, an excavation spot appears at the aforementioned Crater Cape. This contains 3 transmuter chips to dig up. One that allows to craft enhanced Alphadunk bangles and Wise Fox bracelets. One that lets you craft Planet's Favor and Psychic Charms. And one that lets you craft enhanced Sailor's bracelets and gold coral armlets. Nice! Let's continue with the life spring search. The third life spring is found next to the Lavalisk Fiend Intel. Just head across the pond after climbing the cliff next to the nearby Chocobo stop, and follow the path up. Can also be reached from the west side of the spring. The fourth life spring is found at the Lighthouse Island. Just head east after crossing the bridge and follow the path there to find it. Having conquered the Republic of Junon, Shinra constructed a nigh impregnable fortress on the coast, in the heart of their enemy's former territory. Powered by the world's only underwater Mako reactor, and equipped with a colossal cannon capable of firing as far as Wutai, the stronghold resembles a vast battleship, risen from the deep to defend the eastern continent. Junon is a city composed of multiple levels, each of which is lined with uniform buildings that were originally designed to serve the needs of military personnel. After the war with Wutai, some were converted into hotels and retail outlets, and the harbor and airport now see a constant stream of civilian visitors. Military exercises are still conducted frequently, however, and should the need arise, defense countermeasures can be deployed at a moment's notice, transforming the city into a fortress, ready to repel would-be invaders. With all life springs found, the classified intel for this region unlocks, and it's the dreaded Mindflayer, found at the epicenter of all the shipwrecks. To prepare for the battle, I recommend a mostly physical attack-based team, so unfortunately Aerith might have to sit this out. Defense-boosting materia helps as well. He utilizes electric attacks, dark fire, and is heavily resistant to magic. He's pressured when hit with synergy skills and synergy abilities, so remember to use those if you haven't been. Be careful after he gets staggered, because he'll use telekinesis to raise and throw large boulders at the party, which will then stay on the field. Use these to your advantage because it will then try to use Psychotic Break, an ultimate attack that causes max damage to the entire party, unless they take refuge behind the boulders. Time for the last phase. Upon hitting your first tower, Chadley pinpoints the Protorelic quest of this region, first found at the rather large ship at Crater Cape. There's multiple ways up there, but investigating the energy readings, we find the Fort Condor board? Touching it somehow transforms us into blocky Fort Condor units and teleports us into the board itself. Yeah, we're playing Fort Condor again. For those who have not played Yuffie's story in the previous game, Fort Condor is a board game where you have to advance into the enemy territory to attack and claim their main base while defending your own side. ATB charges over time and is used to place units, and they automatically move towards the enemy and attack. The blue circle on each unit determines the amount of ATB charges required to place. There's also a weakness triangle where ranged beats defense, defense beats offense, and offense beats ranged. Certain units can also only attack certain enemy units. It's covered by the small circular icons on each unit. So, like against aerial units, make sure to deploy units that are able to reach them. There are a few differences from the previous iteration, though. Instead of materia to provide passive boosts and spells, there are hero units you can deploy. Heroes are the characters of Cloud, Tifa, and Barret. Instead of gaining boards and units from playing games against opponents, the ally units cannot be individually changed out, and you're given 4 sets of units depending on the kind of strategy you want to employ. There's a balanced set, an assault set focused on offense, a safeguard set focused on defense, and an entrench set focused on stronghold defense. Some units can also only be deployed a certain number of times. Check the number in the black circle of each unit for that, and if there's no number, that means it can be used infinitely. The ally units are fairly straightforward. Clerics can be used to heal allied units, while ballistas and trebuchets are static units. The hero units, however, are worth diving into. Whenever they're placed, they issue a powerful attack and then provide a benefit to allies. Cloud has the highest HP and uses Braver to deploy barriers surrounding him, which reduces the damage allies take whenever they're in the field. Barret's ranged, and his focused shot not only deals a bunch of damage, but heals nearby allied units as well. Finally, Tifa is quick but fragile, and her powerful dive kick can cast haste on nearby allied units, which makes them move and attack faster. Hero units cannot be deployed immediately. They have to be charged up by placing units of the same type as the hero first. And when the gauge is full, press L1 and select them just like any other unit. So with all that said, what's the recommended play here? Well, anything, really. It's the first skirmish, so it's not going to be difficult. Just make note of the opponent's strategy on the right side of the screen, and deploy the right units to counter whatever they're going to play next. The position of the lines determines where the units will be deployed on the board, and there's a quick count of the opponent's unit types before battle, so you can figure out which unit set would work best. Keep in mind there is a time limit, so make sure you're quick in taking out the enemy commander. This minigame is essentially an intricate puzzle to solve. There may be multiple solutions, but finding the right strategy and sometimes the right timing of placing units is key to winning. The opponent plays the exact same every time, so if a strategy you formed is not working well, you may need to try something different. Finally, there is a toggleable easy mode if you find this minigame too difficult, but I'm not using it personally. The game doesn't punish you for using it, but still.
Incredible! No phenomenon like this has ever been observed before! It was as if the very fabric of time and space was twisted. But how? Why?
The second Protorelic spot is south of the Mindflayer spot, amidst all the flotsam and jetsam. The thing you'll have to watch out for is the opponent's Archfiend unit. It ignores everything else and heads straight for your stronghold, but it is fragile, so be sure to deploy against it quickly. I'd probably recommend Cloud and Tifa as the heroes to complement a stronghold defense set, and use the Rangers to attack the Wyvern unit as well.
Inform you of the relic's location. Let's head there next.
The next Protorelic spot is south of the Crow's Nest, close to the bridge to the lighthouse. It was the campsite we passed by earlier in the video. There's a big difficulty spike here, so I recommend, oddly, the defense set and play hyper-aggressively. Use up your elite vanguards on the appropriate lanes so you can get Tifa out and attacking the boss right away, then work on getting Cloud out while defending.
Came along and set me free. It's no surprise he's become a symbol of hope.
Even so, we can't just abandon those guys. Never mind the Protorelic.
The final Protorelic spot is over at the cliffs on the upper right. From the Crow's Camp cache site or the nearby Chocobo stop, continue up the cliffs north and across a small bridge to another encampment with the Fort Condor board. Stronghold defense set with at least Cloud might be the best option. The boss here has a nasty ability of switching out his weakness and using poison and stop to block units from attacking, so you'll need to defend with elites, then spam trebuchets and ballistas in front of the boss in a way that he won't reach once you are able to. Defend those stationary units and he should be going down.
What the?
An untethered soul. Adrift in the void of time. This bridge is make fast.
Captain?
The singular item that you now hold is possessed of a power beyond your ken. You will deliver it unto me!
Protorelic piece collected, but still no closer to figuring out who this guy is we keep seeing. Of course, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy, you know who this guy is, but still. And also, hard mode for Fort Condor has been unlocked thanks to Chadley, if you wish to tackle tougher challenges. Each of the Protorelic spots has their own hard mode challenge, which essentially means that you can no longer have unlimited units, and the units in the sets are slightly changed around to give you less to work with. Overall strategy I recommend is to use the balanced set and change up the heroes depending on the enemy units. Save up ATB for elite units early since their survivability outweighs the cost. Don't worry about Archfiends except for the final match, and basically use your heroes one after another when you find the time is right, usually around the minute-and-a-half mark. If you need specific strategies and don't want to just use the toggleable easy mode, I've got a separate video for this Protorelic quest in its entirety. So what exactly is the point of doing them all on hard mode? Well, you get 20 total party EXP for doing it, as well as another special thing tied to it that we'll find out later. That is all the world intel for the Junon region. All that's left is to cover Chadley's VR. The first challenge is fighting Phoenix. I recommend giving your most fragile character more defensive measures, like Steadfast Block Materia and the Crescent Moon Charm, or even Precision Defense Block Materia, and make sure magic defense is as high as it can be for the party through armors. If you got the magic efficiency materia, pair it with ice, and I also recommend bringing fire and wind materias as well. For the battle itself, Phoenix will use Breath of Creation to spawn a Flan, Bomb, and Grandhorn to protect it. Assess the Bomb and Grandhorn since this is your first time encountering them, and you must take them all down so that Phoenix can finally become vulnerable. Its ultimate attack is Rebirth Flame. At this point in the game, you can't really do much to avoid it. Just make sure your party is fully or near fully healed. If you do survive it, it spawns an Archdragon, Ogre, and Fleetwing, so make sure to take them down quickly before they cause problems. When it charges Empowering Flame, deal enough damage to it to interrupt and pressure it. Finally, if you need to, Shiva as a summon would be a great choice to use. It's pretty likely you'll survive the fight at its lowest strength, but if not, you can do the next battle first. The first assignment battle of the day is Conqueror of the Skies, and for clearing it you get an Elemental Materia. This is a support materia that, when paired to an Elemental Materia on a weapon, will imbue the weapon with that element. This even works on the dual element materias. The stronger the elemental materia, the more elemental damage your strikes do. Now, if you do the pairing on a piece of armor, it grants defensive boons against that element. At level 1, it reduces the damage you take from the element by half. At level 2, you become immune to that element, and at level 3, you actually absorb that element and heal from it. Insanely good materia to use, and will help you survive the Phoenix fight. Regarding the actual challenge, the first round is a Tonadu and 2 Fleetwings. Second round is against a Zoo, which you first fought in Chapter 1. And the third round is against a Fonadu and 2 Stormwings. Ultimately, I recommend having a party that can easily deal with aerial enemies, and have access to wind elemental attacks and spells, and using Aerith's ward shift trick to easily pressure the Tonadu and Fonadu. Fleetwings and Stormwings are annoyingly swift, so take them out first. Next is White Squall, and you'll get a Spirit Up materia. This does what it says. It increases Spirit, which raises your overall magic defense stat. First round is against a Zemzelett and 2 Ignilisks. Second round is against 2 Ogres. And third round is against a Whymzelett and 3 Lavalisks. Mostly for the second and third rounds, I recommend Fire materia for the Ogres, and Ice materia for the rest of the enemies. If you put Aerith on your team, you can use wards to not only pile on the damage, but make it easier to pressure the Zealot enemies. Alternatively, for the Ogres, put Red 13 between them and just use Guard or Sentinel Stance to quickly build up his Vengeance mode, and then just absolutely thrash them to pieces with his powered up attacks. The Region Intel challenge for this will provide you with a level 2 Lightning materia. Nothing too exciting, but might as well. First round is against Bandits and Crawlers. Second round is against Ignilisks. Third round is against more Bandits. Fourth round is against Flans. And final round is against a Zemzelett and 2 Fleetwings. Ultimately not a very hard challenge, the last round may give you a smidge of trouble, in which case Ice and Wind are your friend, but otherwise not too bad. The final VR challenge is, as you might guess, another enemy skill to unlock. This requires defeating the Mindflayer, assessing 10 different enemies in the Junon region, and having enemy skill materia at level 2, which you should already be at if you cleared Blinded by the Light. The clear condition for this challenge is to make sure all enemies are staggered. The enemies in question are 2 Archdragons and a Quetzalcoatl. Remember that using enough ice spells or on the Quetzalcoatl will pressure it to make it easy to stagger, and the Archdragons are pressured with Wind Element. I tend to have a party member with one of those Wind Elemental Folio attacks to instantly pressure the Archdragons without causing too much damage, and then just building up their stagger gauge with the usual focused attacks. There's no time limit this time, so take as much time as you need to ensure you got the clear condition. This challenge unlocks the enemy skill Soothing Breeze, which requires 2 ATB and causes the user to stop moving and emit a healing field around them, which can gradually heal any ally in range. It's not quite as useful as the other ones due to the no moving around part, but it can be helpful in a pinch as long as the enemy isn't aggroed onto the user. We're just about ready to continue on through the chapters, so let's get into the stuff we can transmute and upgrade our equipment. So, of course, not counting recipes requiring materials we can't get or behind a higher craftsmanship level, the new ones that are available are high potions, mixed high potions, mist high potions, ethers, and planet's favor. Yeah, with enough sage you can convert planet's blessings into favor, which is pretty nice. For armors, we can craft Sailor's Bracers, which provides 16 defense and magic defense and has 3 slots, as well as Gold Coral Armlets, which boast 12 defense and magic defense, but have 4 slots with 2 of them linked. Pretty valuable. You can, of course, enhance more armors as well. Enhanced Sailor's Bracer boosts defense values to 18. The Enhanced Alpha Dunk Bangle boosts defense to 29 and magic defense to 14. The Enhanced Wise Fox Bracelet boosts defense to 14 and magic defense to 29. And the Enhanced Gold Coral Armlet boosts defense values to 14. For accessories, the only new one we can actually craft right now, despite the transmuter chips for this area, is Psychic's Charm. It increases max MP and magic power by 5%, as well as provides immunity to silent status. This is pretty valuable, and requires Emerald, Tourmaline, and Mindflayer crowns. That last material basically requires refighting or morphing the Mindflayer, so if you want to craft multiples of this accessory, better get familiar with that Lovecraftian monster. Are you going to particularly need resistance to silence in the near future? I would say possibly. Being unable to use magic temporarily isn't too huge of a deal, but also, getting enough to craft 3 of these things for the whole active party isn't much of a grind at all. Your choice. If you skipped to this part of the video, you're probably looking for a quick recommendation of stuff to get. Well, outside of just doing combat stuff because it's fun, and the Protorelic quest, here's what I think are the best things to go after before moving on. A level boost materia found at the Crater-filled Cape. A salvation badge found at the cargo shipwreck's secret cache. This accessory boosts the effectiveness of healing items and spells when the wearer is at 25% or HP or lower. Access to the region's transmuter chips and Mindflayer crowns materials, which requires finding all life springs. This will let you craft more enhanced armors and accessories, including the Psychic's Charm, which will be helpful against enemies that inflict silence. Open the Crow's Nest area so you can find the rare War Mage's Armband armor. You'll need to do the quest When Words Just Won't Do in order to gain access to this area. Do the Dreaming of Blue Skies quest to get a warding materia, which is helpful for providing resistance to debuffs depending on what it's linked to. Grabbing the Phoenix Summon from Chadley. This summon provides the earliest access to potent revival spells outside of Phoenix Downs and drafts. Clearing the Conqueror of the Skies VR mission for an elemental materia, an incredibly useful support materia that can be used offensively or defensively depending on how it's equipped. To be able to access said VR mission, you'll need to do Fiend Intels 1 and 4. From Chadley's materia set, I recommend Magic Efficiency materia and either ATB Stagger or Lightning plus Wind. One of each requires at least 6 World Intel spots to be done. Alright, when you're ready, talk to Priscilla down at the docks of Under Junon.
Oh, hey you guys!
We talked to Yuffie. She said that you could show us a way to get up top.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Although, Yuffie's the one who found it. And according to her, that tanker's the quickest and easiest way into the city. See that? That booth up there is the control room.
So we can repurpose this ship as an elevator. Someone lowers and sends it back up, along with the others.
Problem is, how are we supposed to get to the controls?
High voltage?
Yep, it should just say, no climbing.
So we're stuck.
Not with Mr. Dolphin. You wouldn't believe what he can do. Like when we met. See, I was out taking a swim all on my lonesome. At least I thought I was alone. But then,
Squeak, squeak! I hear this funny noise.
That's great and all, but we're in a hurry.
Hey!
We're sorry, really. But we'll make sure to come back as soon as we're done. You can finish your story then. How does that sound?
Okay, promise. Never done it before? My arm, your arm, bam!
Oh, gotcha.
Awesome!
Alright then, now what?
Now we ask Mr. Dolphin to get you up. With his help, it'll be a cinch. Okay, which one of you wants to go flying?
Got you written all over it, Merc.
Guess it's me.
Great. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
As you can see, the story recommends level 23. We're pretty good here. Showing pretty much that you don't have to engage with most of the side content as you come across it. Reminder, we can always come back to any of the stuff I cover at a later point. It's time to ride the dolphin. Ready for a little wave racing? Follow the dolphin and then get on its back to start the minigame. You're going to have to steer the dolphin towards beach balls to speed him up, and the buoys with arrows show where you're going to have to go. R2 can help you make sharp turns, but doing that too much or hitting obstacles can actually slow you down. You need to have good speed to be able to reach the destination. Do the QTEs at the end to complete the jump.
Nice going, man!
And made it. That was fun. Did you notice the satisfied smirk on Cloud's face? Last time we saw that one was when Jessie called him cool. Rest her soul. The crane controls are just pressing the stick down or up depending on the direction.
Okay, your ride's right here. The ship's not far, so you'll be there in no time.
If we don't sink on the way.
You've been a huge help, Priscilla. No prob. Well, guys and girls, and, dog, I'll see you later.
go down here!
Meet you at the top!
Rufus is here. Looks like we might be in time. Let's meet up with the others through the maintenance passage.
Ah, there you are.
Let's move.
Before heading through, open the chests somewhat hidden by the vending machine for a high ether.
I can't believe we get to see the new president in person.
Less security than I thought.
More worried about the parade?
Guess things have changed. They got higher priorities.
Personally, I think that's a good thing.
The city's size, on the other hand, the robed men won't be easy to find.
They're definitely not here. Let's head into town.
We cannot let Midgard win. Not on our own home turf.
Any idea what that is?
The Highway. Shinra's pride and joy. The fastest, most advanced airship in the fleet.
Screw the boat. Let's take that.
Unless you got a trained crew and piloting skills we don't know about, we're sticking with the boat.
That's too bad. Would have been perfect.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Maybe someday. For now, let's just make it towards the city. Follow the red carpet. Really glad the troops don't seem to pay us any mind, though it's still best we don't get too close to the large groups on either end of this landing strip.
Word of advice, do not piss off Director Heidegger.
No, we'll leave them be. For now. Enter.
An emissary from Wutai is here, sent by Viceroy Saruf.
Oh?
He introduced himself as Colonel Glenn Ladbrock.
All right. I thought you were dead.
Then you thought right. Let's cut to the chase, Mr. President. The Viceroy and your late father had big plans. I assume you intend to carry them out?
Correct.
That's good to hear. Some people just don't have the stomach for war. And this battle for the Magnus Materia demands commitment from both Wutai and Shinra.
Thank you. I'm aware. But my father is dead, which changes the equation. A new vision is required.
You always did prefer to march to the beat of your own drum. This new vision include your fairy tale promised land? You Shinras, you take and you never give back. Left to you, this world would end up an empty husk. But war can put things right, beget anger, desolation, hatred, and in its wake, new unity. A people rejuvenated, and a planet once more made whole. What we're doing's for the greater good. Just gotta know when to ease off the gas.
Now listen.
You started this, remember? No more playing the idle heir. You have obligations to fulfill. Let's give the people what they deserve. Oh, right. Before I leave, a message from the Viceroy. Congratulations on your inauguration, Mr. President. Shinra has a bright future.
Before moving on, you can actually explore this little area for some planet's favor and blessings, and a chest up on a catwalk. But yeah, there's something much bigger going on with Rufus here, and this Glenn person. Seems like he's trying to egg on Rufus to start the war again. Is he implying the Shinra-Wutai War is a mutual agreement between them?
Check each tag carefully. Any mistakes will come out of your salary.
You're good. Easy does it now.
Okay, we're done up here, so let's go ahead and take the lift down.
Remember that you represent Junon. It's a new era.
So, Cloud, what can you tell us about Junon?
It's a key military outpost with its own offshore reactor. A critical line of defense against any seaborne assault. When needed, it can transform into an armed fortress. Its strategic location, along with its air and seaports, make it second only to Midgar as the company's most vital city.
Huh. Neat. Any good restaurants? Sights to see?
Maybe? I don't know.
Right. You're not the touristy type.
Hey, just to be clear, you do realize we're not here on vacation, right?
Of course I do. Hey, look, what's that about?
Listen up. Midgar's 7th Infantry will return home with the President's commendation. Let's show him how a real drill king does it, and make our city proud.
Troopers, you're all off duty until the parade begins. But use this time wisely. Practice your technique.
Those troopers seemed pretty psyched for the parade, huh?
More like eager to prance around for their new paymaster. Now, I know what y'all gonna say, but I gotta ask.
What?
If Rufus is in town, are we really gonna let this opportunity pass us by? Hell, I'm not saying we kill the man, but we ought to at least give him a talking to. Rough him up a little maybe, you know?
Actually, I'm gonna have to agree. First, the Turks say, do whatever, we're not after you. But then Cloud's biker buddy rolls up and says he is. We gotta straighten this out.
Okay, but how? We can't just walk up to the President in the street.
Or maybe we can.
We bust up his parade.
No. That's how we die in a hail of bullets like a bunch of dumbasses. The city's crawling with Shinra troopers. We join the parade. Hide in plain sight. Get in, get close, get answers.
Seriously?
Sure.
Wow, that's good.
No arguments here.
Barrett, Brett, you guys find a route to the port. See what security's like. And keep an eye out for black robes while you're at it.
Now hold up!
Fatigues won't be enough to disguise you two.
True enough.
Shut up.
All right, see you in a bit. I gotta go find a uniform.
Oh, we're coming with.
I'm so pumped for this. This way?
Yeah.
I wonder how effective the disguises are going to be.
Attention all troopers. Spare uniforms can be found here. Please get changed. The ceremony will be starting soon.
Now we're talking.
They're actually kind of cool.
Well, ready to suit up?
Yep. Whoa there. 3 steps back, if you please.
Cloud, you didn't even grab your uniform. What are you doing, man? If you look to the left here, you'll find a chest in the corner by the lockers. Open it for a survival vest, which is an accessory that boosts vitality by 10%.
Been a while.
Freeze! Hands up! Well? Well?
You got me.
I'd say we look the part.
Maybe. But don't forget, you gotta act the part too. Just do what I do, alright?
Honestly, not bad. Just one issue. Cloud's gigantic sword.
Hold it!
It's the damnedest thing. But I don't recall seeing the three of you at practice. Am I to assume that you simply forgot?
Sorry, sir!
Sorry, sir!
You're sorry? Do you have any idea how important today's ceremony is? Do you, maggot? Form check now! You will give your commander a flawless performance. And if you show her anything less than perfection, I'll feed your ass to a behemoth!
Now what?
Just follow my lead. I still remember the basics.
I'm having second thoughts, you guys.
What the hell are you doing over there? The commander is waiting!
Sir!
Attention!
Have to hand it to you three. You've got guts skipping out on practice. That, or you're idiots. Let's find out, shall we? I'm not about to take any chances today. I'm warning you now, though. One slip up and I'll chuck you straight into a Marlboro's mouth. Clear?
Time for a drill exercise here. Don't worry about Tifa and Aerith, their synchronicity is on point. If you played the previous game, you may be familiar with this practice minigame. Follow the buttons to press as they appear on screen. Time the press for when the orb touches the prompt, and there's an outline that closes in to also help with the timing. This time, though, there are different color prompts.
Let's see what you've got. Now, begin!
Red prompts just require to press the button once. Yellow prompts require you to repeatedly tap the button until the prompt is cleared. Blue prompts require you to hold the button until you reach the end of the prompt.
Well done! Impressive.
It's possible to get 11 greats in this practice. If you did, great! If you didn't get the hang of it, you can always repeat it until you're comfortable. We're doing this training now for a reason.
Precise, clean movements. Impeccable timing. I must say, you've impressed me.
sterling example to the others, ma'am.
Congratulations! You are hereby promoted to Parade Captain of Midgar's 7th Infantry. You will be our model trooper, the one to march at the head of our drill team. Which means that our performance, satisfactory or otherwise, is now your responsibility.
Ma'am!
As Parade Captain, you will round up your fellow troopers currently on leave in Larboard Junon. You will recall that, to march in the parade, each drill team is required to muster 5 units or more. Look for the 7th Brassards. They'll identify the best from the rest.
Once assembled, you and the team will report to Starboard Junon. Tardiness will not be tolerated. Now, make us proud.
Ma'am!
Yes, ma'am! You won't be disappointed. We gotta explore Larboard Junon up here to find the 7th Infantry and gather them up for the upcoming parade. We only need 5 groups to be able to progress, but we're finding all 10.
Boy, that was lucky.
Hey, you sure about this? Is the parade really gonna get us to Rufus?
The parade won't, but the presidential commendation will. That's how these things go. The president himself gives the award.
Wow. That's some plan. I mean, it's risky, but...
Gotta go big or go home, right?
Cool. Ready to rally the troops, Captain?
Yeah, just remember, Midgar, 7th Infantry.
Anyone with one of these guys, right?
Come on.
Just gotta find troops with the red armband. There's the outside streets and the extravagant inside, so let's explore the outside right now. There's some of the troops posing with a Rufus Shinra cutout. Talk to the cameraman and he will ask you to take a photo of them posing with the cutout before they join you. Might as well. If you line up the photo and get 100 out of 100, which is fairly easy to do, then you get a miniature cutout of Rufus for your troubles.
Bro, I might just have to frame this.
Break time's over, people. The parade's about to begin. Follow me.
Yes, sir!
Another group is over by the lookout street staring at the gigantic cannon up above.
Damn, look at the size of that thing. It's bigger than big. It's humongous.
And totally worthless. We haven't used it in years. Not since the war.
An instrument of death, laid to rest. Huh. There is something kind of poetic about that. Why? We're trying to enjoy the view.
It's the captain.
Oh! Captain!
Get your shit together. Parade's about to begin. Everyone, follow me.
Yes, sir!
Wonder where Barrett and Red are. Well, let's start checking out the shops. There's a couple of troops looking at the model cannon in the weapon shop. Recruit them and head upstairs so we can check the wares.
They've got everything! Shame I can't take this baby home.
But you know, the smaller one's a real beauty too.
The Masterworks Mako Cannon? Oh yeah, it's as good as bought.
That's what...
Let me guess. You're here for the limited model too?
Check the helmet, you dipshit.
Oh, Captain! Please forgive me, sir!
Break time's over. Outside. Now.
Right away, sir!
The store itself looks pretty nice, but in terms of what we can buy, it's just weapons we may have potentially missed, Elfadunk bangles, and Wise Fox bracelets. Let's exit out of here to find ourselves inside Junon.
Find what you needed, sir! Hope so, sir!
What did I tell you about Extravagant? It's somewhat overwhelming, but I'm covering it piecemeal, so let's stay close to the shops and visit the item and materia shop next. There's a 7th infantry group here, and the shop has kinda basic stuff. Potions, high potions, ethers, phoenix down, antidotes, smelling salts, and cushions. The usual materia choices too.
Captain? Guys, quick! Attention!
Get your shit together. Parade's about to begin. Everyone, follow me.
Yes, sir!
Healing, all the elements, poison, chakra, SS, steel, HP up, luck up, item master, and precision defense focus. Might want to stock up on items if you need to, and at this point I finally decided to buy a couple of luck up materia. There's honestly not really any need to have any more SS materia unless you hate switching it out whenever the game switches the party up.
Find what you needed, sir! Hope so, sir!
Let's head north again to the next shop. Oh, there's Red! You, doing okay?
Nice uniforms.
Aw, how'd you know it was us?
By your scent.
That is some nose you got there, Red.
Leaving the Mako-soaked streets of Midgar behind has done wonders for my faculties. Though this place is starting to take its toll. Those children won't stop staring. If they so much as try to pet me...
Come here, boy!
I may be clad in fur, but that doesn't mean I'll purr.
Nice rhyme, Red. Let's head inside. This place is basically a mini shopping center. The inn is downstairs and faces the outside. There's a Magnata Books on this floor, and an accessory shop on the top floor. Might as well check them out. It's probably high time to get folio upgrades too.
Welcome.
The accessories aren't much to write home about, but another 7th Infantry group is up here.
Thanks, Captain. We hope to see you again soon.
Thanks for stopping by.
Take your time looking around. Quality guaranteed.
I love how understated everything is here.
Knock him dead at the parade.
Let me take a closer look. This brooch has 2 machine guns on it, and you want to give it to your girlfriend? Bro.
Yeah, you're right. I should go with the 2 bayonets.
I bet she'll love that.
Oh, Captain. Perfect timing. I'm picking out a present for my girlfriend. Which do you think she'd like more? The machine gun brooch or the bayonet one?
Don't bother the captain with your bullshit. Sorry, sir. He's being an idiot.
R&R's over, people. 7th, outside.
Yes, sir!
Get to the part where she orders her true love to charge into battle?
As said, we got the required 5 groups needed, but we're finding the rest so we have full access to all possible formations for the parade. Let's head back out and check the barracks next door. This second floor and first floor are nothing special and is pretty much a glorified coffee shop. The third floor is assembly, and we can find another 7th Infantry group here.
How excited are you to participate in today's parade?
Very. All of us in the 7th have been practicing like crazy. Day in and day out, drilling every little detail. I just hope that hard work comes through in our performance, and that it gives everyone who came out to support our new president something else to cheer about.
I'm sure it will. But before we let you go, is there anything you'd like to say to the folks back in Midgar?
This is a difficult time for our city. But when you see us marching today, just know this. We're marching for you.
Excuse me, but we're in the middle of an interview.
Good day, Captain!
Oh, you're their captain! This is perfect! If you have a moment, I'd love to ask you some questions about the parade.
Sorry, but...
How do you plan to set your team apart from the competition? Are there any special routines you've been practicing?
Right! I see what you mean, Captain! We can't go spilling our secrets to anyone who asks, especially on camera.
Break time's over, people. The parade's about to begin. Follow me.
Sir!
The 4th and final floor is the briefing room, and we can find yet another group here. Recruit them, and then open the chest in the corner for a Celerus.
Man, I can't wait to see the mobile unit tear it up!
It's past time the president showed himself. Where's he been?
Not in Midgar, that's for sure. Seeing the world, maybe?
Good. Kid's got a lot to learn.
True that. I doubt he's got any idea what Midgar units can do. Guess we just gotta go out there and introduce ourselves.
Not now, buddy. We're busy.
Oh! Captain, I didn't realize! Sorry, sir!
Practice is over. Time for the real deal. With me.
Yes, sir!
You may have gotten some before, but this is my chance to talk about it. This is a battle item that grants haste temporarily. Let's get out of the shopping area and explore the rest of Junon. Well, actually, let's make our way outside because we can find Barret finally.
Are you ready for the parade?
Barret, you're looking like a gigantic marshmallow.
No way. Is that who I think it is?
Hey there! I was just checking my uniform. For lit. Y'all know how it is. Ha ha, very funny. I could have shot you.
You look...
What?
Wow.
It's not like I had a choice. Nothing else fit.
Okay, I get it.
Anyway, I checked out the way to the port. And y'all, look like you're fitting in.
Yeah. Nobody's batted an eye.
We're gonna win the president's commendation.
I'm sure you will.
Think you mean I'm rooting for you?
There's a lot of troopers in town, especially by the port. Because of the crowds, no doubt. As long as we keep our heads down, we'll be okay.
Glad you're starting to enjoy it. Let's head back inside towards the southern end, get to the other side, and make our way north again.
she...
Is that rude?
Rude, you mind? This your first time? If you want to drink with us, you're gonna have to lose the helmets. No scalp, no service. Well, what are you waiting for? Unless... Are you three mop heads?
Wait! He's our new captain. He didn't know. Sir, this place is for the clean-shaven. You need to prove that you belong or leave.
R&R's over, people. 7th, outside.
Sir! Right away, sir!
That was bizarre. Well, we got another 7th Infantry group, so let's get out of here.
Looking forward to a celebratory drink, sir!
Can't wait, sir!
There's nothing up the stairs here, so let's keep going and looking for stuff. Like that theater. Interesting looking movies on display.
Were assembled at Junon's aerodrome earlier today to welcome President Rufus Shinra to the city. In a few hours, he will take part in his...
Let's head upstairs. A fancy bar here, huh? There's another 7th Infantry group here. Gather them up.
So yeah, once the parade's over, I'll be officially joining the counter-terrorism unit.
Shit.
I know. They haven't even told me where I'm gonna be stationed.
This sucks. Well, we'll just have to make the most of the time we got.
Can we help you? We're kind of in the middle of something.
Check the helmet.
Oh, Captain! I didn't... I'm sorry, sir!
Break time's over. Outside. Now.
Yes, sir!
Alright, Elena, enjoy your drink. So, there's one more group left to find. Where could they be? Well, there's one more spot on the northwest end, the garrison. Step inside and check upstairs to find...
Junon is winning that commendation.
Please don't talk to me. I'm trying to study. I don't have time to watch parades. Not if I ever want to be a soldier. Oh, were you lonely without Daddy? Well, he's here now, and he brought your favorite cheese.
No matter what happens, no hard feelings.
Chadley? Why are you here? Well, cool that he's here, I suppose. Gather the materials and then head to the bottom floor to find the last group we need. And also a chest.
Good day. Is there something I can help you with? Scanning. Potential research candidate confirmed. Huh. Cloud? Why in the world are you wearing that uniform? On second thought, forget I asked. The less I know about your undercover pursuits, the better. Should you require assistance, let me know. Now then, Captain, how might I help you today? I can't help but wonder where we'll meet next. So many fascinating possibilities.
Well... funny that it took a little bit for Chadley to recognize me. Then again, he didn't recognize me when I was in that dress. Never mind.
Call me biased if you wish, but I believe our...
Captain!
Sir, permission to ask a question. What formations do you intend to utilize for our performance?
That depends on the readiness of my men. But you can rest assured that your captain has everything under control. Is that clear? Now, out!
Sir! Yes, sir!
Earlier today, to welcome
Looking
President
forward to a
Rufus
celebratory
Shinra to the
drink,
city.
sir!
In a few hours, you will take part
The
in
7th Infantry is looking nice, men!
Junon.
Let's head to the commander and report.
He is expected to give us
Midgard, 7th Infantry. Reporting as ordered, ma'am.
And on time. Good. The parade is scheduled to begin shortly. I trust your team is ready, Captain?
Before saying we're ready, let's adjust our formations. You can do this at any point by pressing the left shoulder button as well. Though we'll be able to meet with Rufus either way, we're looking to win best performance. Doing so is kind of a special achievement in-game. Plus, we gain some added affection points towards Tifa and Aerith, so that's always wonderful. We have to adjust our participating units to offer the hardest formations, and the best way to do that is to have 2 Riot Troopers, 2 Grenadiers, and a Flametrooper. Sorry, security officers. This gives us a sequence of Ramu, Shiva, and Bahamut formations, all at 3-star. On top of that, make sure the Grenadiers and Riot Troopers are next to each other in order to be able to get a ×2 formation bonus, which adds to our score at the end. That should be it. The only thing left now is our own performance on hitting the prompts correctly. Let's do this. We're aiming for at least 100,000 positive votes.
Midgard 7th Infantry! Attention!
You're on.
Listen up. As we march, the eyes of the whole world will be watching us. And we,
And we cannot, we will not, let our great city of Midgard down! Failure is not an option. It's a big ask, but we can do it. Together.
Because we have our captain to guide us. Look to him, trust in him, and he will lead us to victory, so long as we follow.
Isn't that right, sir?
Right.
Now bring it home.
Today is our day. It was made for the 7th Infantry. We will win that commendation for our city. And we will return home as champions!
Yes, sir!
Who's gonna show the rest of them how it's done?
We are!
I can't hear you!
We are!
Captain, the parade's about to start.
Don't want to be late, sir.
Of course.
When did we last use her?
5 years ago, sir.
Let's blow off the dust.
But sir...
Even a ceremonial display would constitute a violation of the ceasefire. Wutai would view it as a willful act of aggression.
And? It's a new era. Let's ring it in with a bang.
Very good, sir. Very good. Nothing like fireworks to rouse the spirits.
Mr. President, it's time.
Yeah.
This way.
Welcome to the celebration of the century. As you can see, the streets of Junon are abuzz with excitement. People have turned out in droves to catch a glimpse of the new president, Rufus Shinra. And here comes Midgar's mobile unit. Their incredible skills are truly a sight to behold. There he is, folks. Rufus Shinra. Wow! Can you even hear me over this crowd? The president has stopped.
Ready to fire, sir. Welcome to the New World Order. Fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, with a single blast of Junon's famous cannon, Rufus Shinra has announced his arrival.
You join us in Starboard Junon as the final team of the day takes their position. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Midgar's 7th Infantry. The captain and his team have trained long and hard, determined to win the presidential commendation for everyone back home in Midgar. I can't wait to see what kind of performance they'll put on today. Troopers of the 7th Infantry, make us proud.
Left! Face! Formation, change!
They're doing quite well. It all looks so effortless. Their movements are so crisp and clean.
Final sequence, begin!
Such excellent direction. Practice is paying off. Practice makes perfect. What a performance! They're in perfect sync. That concludes the first part of today's performance by the 7th Infantry Drill Team. Our judges are currently tabulating the votes from you, the viewers. And here they are now. Frankly, I'm already blown away. And folks here seem to agree the crowd is loving it. The only question is how they're going to top this.
Drill team, halt! First sequence, begin!
It's good, but they can surely do better. You're watching history in the making, folks. Formation change! It all looks so effortless. What a performance! Such excellent
Final
direction.
sequence. Begin!
That practice is paying off. They're in perfect sync. And with that, the 7th Infantry concludes the second part of their performance. As ever, our judges have been busy tallying all the votes we've received. So let's take a look at the results. Universal acclaim, and little wonder given the skill and coordination on display. Keep this up and the 7th might well be destined for glory. I wouldn't bet against them.
Left! Face! Formation change!
It all looks a little stiff. You're watching history in the making, folks. Their movements are so crisp and clean. Practice makes perfect. Such excellent direction.
Drill team!
They're in perfect sync.
Drill team shift!
Their movements are so crisp and clean.
Final sequence. Begin!
What a performance! It all looks so effortless. You're watching history in the making, folks. And with that, we've reached the end of the 7th Infantry's performance.
Sorry about that.
For the final time, the judges are tallying the votes from you, the viewers. And now, let's see the results. Listen to that crowd. Judging by this response, it's clear that Midgar's 7th Infantry has made a lot of new fans. There's no denying it, folks. That was a performance for the ages. Coming up next, the moment of truth for our competitors. Which team will take home the commendation? Stay tuned to find out.
Yes, sir. Around the clock. They remain unaware.
Leave them to me. I want you and your people tracking the ropes.
Understood. We're back on the clock. I trust you know the mission by now.
My friends, allow me to congratulate you on a stirring performance. You've done your company proud. Your passion and patriotism is beyond question, and I know our president can't wait to thank you all. Of course, some among you are deserving of special praise. For our first award, we will recognize the division whose exemplary display eclipsed all others. The prize for outstanding performance goes to... infantry!
Congratulations! Say it ain't so!
Fine work, Captain.
How much this means to them. After congratulating her captain on a job well done, the commander makes for the stage. Security is here from Midgard to present this prestigious award. Even the Seven's unflappable commander can't help but crack a smile as she warmly acknowledges the crowd. Congratulations once again to the team and to Midgard.
Next, we have the President's Commendation. If you would do the honors, sir.
The late president, my father, single-handedly turned a small arms manufacturer into the greatest company the world has ever seen, and transformed all of our lives with the miracle of Mako. So I invite you to join me in a moment of silence for a great man gone too soon. We live in challenging times. Some may feel that I am too young, too inexperienced to lead us. But to them and to you all, I say this: the Shinra Electric Power Company will endure. The challenges we face can be overcome if we summon our courage and cut ties with the past. Yesterday is behind us. We must look instead to the promise of tomorrow, for today is a new day, and the first of a long, arduous journey, which we must take together. Follow me, and we will reach our promised land. This I do solemnly swear before you all, as president of the Shinra Electric Power Company. My friends, place your trust in me, and together will we achieve our dream of a better world. A commendation to present. The award goes to Midgar's 7th Infantry. To accept this award on behalf of the team, 3 of the best will now join me. Come on up.
The President has invited 3 members of the 7th Infantry to come and accept the award on the drill team's behalf.
Salute!
Your performance today was nothing short of incredible. Midgar's 7th Infantry is, without a doubt, the pride of our people. Congratulations.
With generous praise, the President offers his congratulations to the team. One can only imagine what those 3 troopers...
I have a few private words to say to these troopers. Cut the feed.
Sir, you're on crowd control.
Whose hard work and dedication brought them this far.
That ain't right. Excuse me. Need to get through.
Barret, over there.
Of all the times.
I rarely talk to the rank and file. Why not take off your helmet? Cloud Strife. That was a first-class performance. One worthy of a soldier. Stand down.
But, sir!
You are a fascinating individual, Cloud Strife. Your file was as gripping as it was enlightening. Which is why I have a proposition for you. At present, Midgar requires my full and undivided attention. The city is Shinra's beating heart. Its devastation is a humiliation, and the world must see us rebuild. To that end, I need to refocus my efforts and push certain duties to one side.
Get to the point.
My father left me a mountain of unfinished tasks, like the recapture of a fugitive of ancient descent, the recovery of a stolen lab specimen, and of course, the arrest and execution of Avalanche. None of which, frankly, are of any interest to me whatsoever. I'd gladly wash my hands of it all.
So what? You're gonna let us go? Just like that?
Yes. Provided you keep your distance from Midgar, that is. No more stirring the proverbial pot.
And the same goes for me? But why?
Because I have a new vision for Shinra.
So we go free. And you get?
Sephiroth, dead. He's an unsavory relic of our past, and I want him gone. But in our current state, Shinra lacks the resources to get the job done. So I turn to you.
It's a deal.
You have a lead, I take it.
The guys in black robes.
Clever you.
You know who they are, don't you?
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them. Follow them and you'll find him.
Right.
Seems like a good way up.
Yuffie, I know you said you were gonna do this, but we've got a good thing going with Rufus right now. Please do not screw this up.
Shit, I don't see Little Miss Ninja anywhere. Do you?
No, but you can't just gone.
Look, up there.
Oh no. Don't do it now.
Shinra, time to pay.
We're having to help Yuffie with the kill, aren't we? Use the left stick to align the reticle to the target and press the confirm button when it glows. We have to do this several times to line up the shot perfectly.
Only if you can honor time. No one comes
You
for
know
us.
you can do
Not
this.
Hojo, not the Turks. No one.
You have my word.
Here goes. Gotcha.
Stop! Oh, get down! Oh, get over here!
So that's your game.
It wasn't us.
Spare me. You had your chance.
Sir, please!
Sweep the rooftops now!
Don't let them get away!
Yuffie, that was her, right?
Yep.
What do we do?
Get the hell out of here.
Hey! What happened to Rufus?
Long gone.
Shit. So what now?
I saw one of the robed men. He was headed for the port.
Let's follow him.
Place is on alert. Are you sure about that?
We've still got the uniforms. Go on without me. I'll take care of the 7th Infantry. Throw them off the scent.
Alone? You sure?
Trust me, it's easier this way.
Captain!
Get going.
Sir, your orders!
Just received new intel. The suspect is en route to larboard Junon. I'm to convey this information to all nearby units. Go join the search. I'll catch up.
If I may, sir. We've heard rumors that there are others in league with the terrorists. Conspirators in stolen uniforms. For your own safety, sir, allow us to accompany you. Midgar's 7th Infantry never leaves a man behind.
Right.
If the enemy is among us, other units are a potential threat, and we must treat them as such.
Good point.
But you can trust us, sir. Like we trust you.
We'll alert all units from here to the port elevator. When that's done, we'll regroup with the rest in larboard Junon. Got it?
Yes, sir!
Things just can't be easy, can they? We're on our own and Rufus will be on our tails from this point forward. But now we have to defend the 7th Infantry. We have to keep these guys alive at all costs if they're going to have our back. Open the chest here for a new weapon for Cloud, a Rune Blade. This weapon is heavily magic focused, and as such, if it's to be used, you need to use a bunch of magic spell materia and other magic-based attacks. The weapon ability is Disorder, an ability that switches from Operator to Punisher mode and vice versa whenever it's used. It can even be used while airborne. If used when airborne, it basically gives Cloud like an upper slash. This is a great attack that can further make Cloud's playstyle more free-flowing. I advise using it. There's also some high potions and an ether for sale. Stock up, give Cloud a first strike materia, and start moving.
Taking over.
First group of enemies, and it's a rather large one. They can be taken down very fast, though, with the help of the held basic attack and triple slash. Don't forget to use Disorder as well so we can get it mastered. Regarding Disorder, I personally like to have it put on the, I like to have it on one of the quick shortcuts, which I'll end up doing eventually here. They're done. A good thing about keeping the 7th Infantry alive is that if they take damage in any fight, you can actually heal them with items and healing spells. Just as long as they don't die mid-fight, you'll be fine. Let's move.
Where are the other units, sir?
Up ahead. Come on.
Yes, sir!
The guy down here is cool. If you talk to him, he'll give you a Mist High Potion. The Mist Potions are very helpful with keeping the 7th Infantry healed.
Shit.
Well, here. If you run into that bastard.
Next group of enemies, take out the Elite Grenadiers quickly. They can very easily take down your troops with their explosives.
Just like that, okay?
You don't think the enemy has infiltrated the 7th, do you?
Never doubt your brothers.
Yes, sir!
There's a chest with revival earrings inside. Grab it and let's move on. The next group of enemies is a combo of Flametroopers and Riot Troopers. Use magic against the Riot Troopers to make it easy to take them down, and attack the back of the Flametroopers to make their packs blow up so they can't use their flamethrowers, which are deadly. These two guys won't attack. Talk to one of them to get 2 high potions, then take the yellow lift up.
Only that they've been spotted in the area of Larmor Junon. Nothing else to report.
All right. Well, thanks for the update.
Uh-oh. A J-Unit sweeper and a couple of standard troops up above to take pot shots. The sweeper is the more pressing matter here. If you have lightning, use it. Don't let it do many damaging attacks to the troops. They could die before you know it. Use spells to get the other enemy troops, and prepare yourself for another sweeper. A Deathwheel, oh sweet Genova. Use fire, ice, or wind on it to pressure it and keep it from moving around and being so squirrely. But it will also erect a front-facing barrier. Attack it from the back from there, or just use more spells. Keep a close watch of the health of your troops. You may need to use emergency mist potions to keep them alive. And do not use lightning spells at all on this thing. It will absorb lightning attacks, including from Firebolt Blade, actually.
Let's do this. Get ready. Let's get this all done.
I think we're good. There's a rest stop ahead with a couple mega potions and an ether for sale. Rest up because we got another fight incoming. Thankfully solo.
You really ought to have told me you wanted to join the parade, my friend. The mobile unit would have loved to have you. Oh dear. My quarry has cast you aside. How tragic.
Fans of yours?
Fans of ours. Didn't you know? You and I are living legends.
I got this.
Sir.
Oh, isn't it exciting? The two of us together again at long last. Picture it.
A duel to end all duels.
Are we fighting or what?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have to set the stage. First, the music! Let's not forget the lights! Actors, to your marks! Come, unleash your passion. Succumb to your instincts. Let us revel in a turbocharged tryst!
We're fighting against Roche again. This time he's on his bike while we're on foot. Sounds unfair, but I guarantee he's not that bad. It's just he's very mobile, which makes it harder to land attacks on him at first. He is weak to fire, and exploiting that weakness or perfect blocking his close strikes pressures him. Failing the perfect blocking, I recommend switching to Punisher mode as you see him get ready for a melee strike so you can counter him. If you hit Roche with fire while he's riding the walls, he will fall and counterattack, so be sure to deal with that. He will also use a lightning move when riding the walls, so just stay away from the crackling electricity fields to prevent from getting struck, and heal when necessary. He'll go down in no time.
Finds this sport underwhelming. And we have a reputation to live up to. Come, let's give the people a proper spectacle! Stronger and faster with every lap.
Who's next?
Come now. This match was ours alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your champion!
I must say, you have proven yourself as a capable leader of men. Then again, I expected nothing less than the best. As a leader of my own band of brothers, I hold you in the highest respect. And so for you, our fearless captain, a gift. I insist. That's your cue to exit. Yonder elevator will take you down. And do your shit.
You sure?
I'll be right behind you.
Suit yourself.
So yes, we got a stuffed stamped key item, as well as a Speed Demon keychain accessory. This cute little accessory replenishes a bit of the ATB whenever a weapon ability is used. That's not too bad at all. And I'm really starting to like this guy. Ugh. Can't believe I said that. Let's move forward, open the chests, as well as anything in the boxes. One of the chests has 3 armor-piercing grenades, which deal 500 physical damage to any enemy in its blast radius. But anyway, we're heading to the cruise liner to get out of here. Yep, we're taking to the seas.
You guys head larboard without me.
Sir, I have to ask.
Oh, the jackass with the bike? He's... a jackass.
That we know, sir. What I wanted to ask is, why you keep trying to shake us? Are we really that much of a burden to you? Or are you the assassin everyone's looking for?
For what it's worth, I want you to know. I'm sorry.
No need to take the joke that far, Captain. We know the culprit's a young woman, just lightening the mood. But we get it. You clearly have things to do. Things you can't divulge to us. We're sorry that we didn't see it sooner, sir. Sorry, sir!
It's okay. At ease.
The fact is, we would have never won that commendation if you hadn't brought us all together. I might be out of line for saying this since we only just met, but the 7th feels more like a family than ever, and we hope you feel the same.
You're not out of line. It's been an honor, Trooper. But you're right. It's time you guys went your way, and I went mine.
Will we see each other again, sir?
Count on it.
I actually like these guys, man. May the 7th Infantry live on! Let's see about boarding the Shinra 8. I'll see you guys on the next chapter.
I'm just relieved the president is okay.
Can we please set sail already?
Is trust in Shinra and think they caught whoever was behind that attack yet?
You okay?
Yeah.
Great. Now then. Let's not keep our friends waiting. We better get in line.
All right, next.
They're screening passengers.
What now?
We try the back door.
Think they caught whoever was trust in Shinra and things will be fine.
Can I help you?
Yeah,
We're the winners of the President's Commendation. As a reward, we got a trip to Costa del Sol. The Commander-in-Chief said that we could hitch a ride on your ship.
First I'm hearing of this.
Well, the President's a busy man.
Those guys with you too?
Where'd they come from?
Captain, sorry, but you're needed on deck. Fight's broken out.
Looks like we're in for another fun crossing. Got space in second class. Be sure to mind your P's and Q's, huh? A lot of bigwigs on board. As for you, back to work.
Aye, sir.
Oh, and your dog stays in the hold.
got it.